hear that.
Tony is joining. Hey, I sent out an invite to Brian. Can you reach out to him or let me know his Twitter account? Is it the same thing?
I'm recovering
I think I got him. I think so. What's up, Tony?
I'm recovering right now.
You're recovering. Recovering from what?
Oh, Lord.
True Arm is in the building.
What up, True?
Hey.
All right, JoJo, this one's all you. I ain't taking my meds yet, so you got 30 minutes.
Yo, Joe, you got, I don't know how much time you got, but can you take us through, this is Tony D, Ted Hicks, JoJo, Mr. B. We got Brian, hopefully coming in the queue. If you could take us through the weekend of what we could expect. What's going on, James?
Sure.
What up, James? What up, Mike? Congratulations, Mike.
Sure,
for real.
man.
Mike,
Word,
wait,
Mike.
wait. Stop. Don't say anything. Yo, big shout out to Mike Copenhaver for doing the damn thing. Much love to you, man. Proud Papa, again. Doing the right thing.
Word.
Healthy, happy family and baby and all the above.
Facts.
So that's what matters most. So we want to definitely put that out front. There's a lot of good karma around with that, man.
Jesus. I believe you, too. I believe you, Mike. I believe you. Yeah. I told Ted the same damn thing. Believe you and shit. Facts on that.
No comment. Love you too, Mike. No doubt. Listen, let's get into this, man.
Sure,
man. Come on, man. Stop.
Nah, that's real. That's real. I know exactly what he's saying. I'm with him on that, for real. I'm with him on that. Y'all don't understand. Yeah, sometimes when you do something and it's on time, it doesn't get forgotten.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's real shit right there. What he's saying, though.
Yeah. No, I know.
Yeah. I can relate, dog. I can relate. Celebrate this motherfucker for real.
Yeah, that's true, man. That is true.
Yo, let's get into it.
Listen, we're gonna change the pace of this show. You don't understand. You have helped people so much. We're praying that your sins are forgiven. You don't even understand, bro.
Word. When things just come, man, they come. You know what I mean?
3 cats on your show and in the comments telling you the realest stuff ever. The realest stuff ever.
Word.
I always tell people, a favor may be small to you, but it's bigger to the person who receives it. And you just gonna be a walking example for a minute. You know, cats is going through it right now, whether they tell you or not. That's why it becomes appreciated so hard. So, Mike, I already know where you at. I remember when I became a new dad, and people just dropping stuff. Man, I was praying hard as hell that night. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? For real. You take care of that baby, man, no matter what. I don't want to see you till New Year's.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you till New Year's. Go take care of that baby.
For real.
You got diapers to change. You got rocking to do. You got burping to do. I don't want to hear nothing. Matter of fact, you just sit in the comments. You take a picture with that baby, and that's it. If you come on like a 5 seconds, yo, what's up? Click. That's it. Go. Go.
The late night conversations, man. All that, man.
When the baby sleeps, you sleep.
Right.
Man, them shows will be all right. Them shows will be all right. Take care of them kids. On facts.
Right.
Yeah.
Ted had to come off camera. You taking this, bro. I'm for real.
Oh, man.
You saw how I was when my son graduated. I lost it. You gonna have this. You was right there for it.
We're really happy for Mike, though, man.
Big ups, man.
All right, for real. Yeah, man.
Some people don't have what you got, and that goes for all of us. Some people don't have what we have, man.
Right.
They can call it what they want. Respect, honor, gratitude, and parenting. We walking some strong stuff right now. A lot of people ain't where we at. Nah, don't apologize, Mike. This is a moment, man. You supposed to be celebrating. You supposed to be like, your heart's supposed to be full.
Right.
And you're supposed to have like a peaceful focus on what you got going on because she's going to need some rest. So it's on you for a while. Like I said, I don't want to see you till New Year's. She got to recover. Yeah, for real. She got to recover, man. Let her relax.
Yeah.
It's on you right now. Handle your business, man.
Yeah.
JoJo got
Big
syllables
dog
for
thing.
years and decades, so you ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to say, all you can do is watch. Just message him. He got you. This motherfucker say different fucking
Yeah.
names with the same face. I can't deal with this cat, but I'm here for this. But I'm here for this.
Yo, I
It's
got on
9:46.
last night.
It's
I got on
9:46.
last night.
By 10
And I
o'clock, he's
was
going to
just
be on the
talking
600
randomly.
and the 15th
Word.
fighter. By 10:15, he's going to cover a continent. And how many matches we got? Go, bro, go.
You ready? All right, then, man. So, thanks for letting me on again, Ted, man. Greatly appreciate it. Being with you and Tony here, man. People in the comments, Mike and all. So, you asked me what to talk about this weekend. And I'll be honest, Friday kind of slipped my view, but I got back on track with it. And I know that I peeped it. Because I forgot, and we had talked about it. That's like I think it was like last week or so, whatever, or the week before that, with Andrade. Andrade. I can never say that guy's name right.
I wish
Demetrius
you would
Andrade.
put the name in front of my face. I know
Yeah,
good and damn well
Andrade.
you ain't messing nobody's name. Don't even try. Get to work.
Yeah. But on on Friday, man, we got boxing Friday and Saturday. Friday at 10, we got the fight between Demetrius Andrade and Jason Quigley for the WBO World Middleweight title. Andrade is undefeated, 30-0 against Jason Quigley, who's 19-1 out of Ireland there. The co-main event is Julio Cesar Martinez fighting McWilliams Arroyo, which is an insane name, McWilliams. This man's Hispanic. I don't know where you got McWilliams from, but it's for the WBC World Flyweight title. Also on there, my girl Callie Reese, man, who's 18-7-1, will be defending the WBA World, WBO World, and IBO World Female Super Lightweight titles against Jessica Kamara out of Canada, who's 8-2. Mirajan Akhmadaliev, who's 9-0, will be fighting, I think, defending or fighting for the IBF World and WBA World Super Bantamweight titles against Jose Velasquez, who's 29-6-2. They also have some undercard fights on here: Thomas O'Toole versus Mark Malone. Blah blah blah. I can skip those. Those are like little undercard fights. We not in that for that. We just but it should be a pretty good fight between Andrade. You know what I mean? Andrade's been talking a lot about Canelo Alvarez. There's some news, I picked it up and I kind of retweeted it, but I'll touch on that after we talk about these real quick. But on Saturday we have UFC Fight Night, man. UFC Fight Night. Miesha Tate versus Caitlyn Vieira. If I remember, I think this is number 7 versus number 8 in the women's bantamweight division. I touched on this a little late night. I had a solo session last night. I just felt like doing it, whatever. But there's 12 fights on the card. Who we got? Yeah, that's Caitlyn Vieira fights Miesha Tate. Everybody loves Miesha Tate. Miesha Cupcake Tate now. She used to be Miesha Takedown Tate. But she came back after a 5-year hiatus from the sport. Whooped some booty last, like a few months ago. Marion Renault had beat her. That was Renault's retirement fight. She comes back in her second fight since retirement to fight Caitlyn Vieira. Caitlyn Vieira was supposed to be the chick to fight Amanda Nunes at one point, but then she kind of lost her fight against, who was it? Irene Aldana. There you go. Irene Aldana knocked her on the first round. So she took that bad hit there, stepped back, but she's been trying to get back a little bit. On the co-main event is a really good fight at welterweight between Michael Chiesa and Sean Brady. Big jump in competition for Sean Brady, but he's been undefeated 14-0 out of Philadelphia, if I remember correctly. Fighting Michael Chiesa. Chiesa was the tough winner a few years back. Have fought Kevin Lee that one fight. Really solid jiu-jitsu skills. Crazy as hell that he ever cut to lightweight at one point. Dude is huge at 170. But Sean Brady, man, got some muscle and he got some hustle, dog. It's gonna be a real grappler's delight there, man. But when two grapplers fight, they throw some serious hands, and Brady could box, boy. So be on the lookout for that. Also, another good grappler's delight there, Randy Yaha versus Kyung Ho Kang. Kang out of Korea. Yaha, long time MMA vet. 27, 10, and 1. This dude was in WEC back in like a decade plus ago. Um, that dude fought for the bantamweight title at one point. Wish Jason was on here. He would have been telling you about Chase Beebe and that fight. But Yaha's a really decorated jiu-jitsu grappler. Kyung Ho Kang also has jiu-jitsu in his own right. But we're trying to see how that levels up between these two because Yaha's jiu-jitsu is on a whole nother level. Joanne Calderwood, who now goes by Joanne Wood because she got married and all that stuff, will be fighting Talia Santos. This is another ranked up flyweight fight. Santos 18-1 has been looking like a machine in the division. Joanne Calderwood's kind of had hiccups in the strawweight division. Jumped into flyweight, was super close to fighting for the title, but she lost to Jennifer Maya, if I remember. Yeah, she got caught in that armbar, so she's coming back. Really solid striking skills, but kind of has a slow start. Talia Santos is a machine, as I said, a wrecking machine who's adding a little bit of wrestling to her jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai skills. And to open up that card, man, a crazy fight at bantamweight between Davey Grant and Adrian Yanez. For people who don't know Adrian Yanez, you're in for a damn treat. And if you do know, then you understand. Adrian Yanez is a boxing machine, boy. That dude's last fight, he did get lit up by Randy Costa in the first round, but came back and just washed that man the second round. Davey Grant, Adrian Yanez 14-3. Really doing good, man. Undefeated so far in his UFC run. Davey Grant, dangerous Davey Grant, trained out of SBG, 11-5 as I mentioned. His last fight he had a loss, but before that he had a 3-fight winning streak. With his last two of those being by knockout, as he knocked out Jonathan Martinez, and before that flatline Martin Day. Pretty good fight on there. They had an undercard. The undercard's pretty solid. I kind of touched on that a little bit on my late night rant. I don't want to go into detail because I know Ted likes to do his things accordingly. So I'm going to leave it at that. There's prelims. So, I got to respect it.
You know.
The prelims are going to be there. They're going to start a little early. I'll be on here to stream those. So if you try to watch, come through with the watch along. I'm here, man, on the weekends. You know the deal. If you don't know, now you know. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good fights on here, man. Hopefully, you know what I mean. If Mike got the free time tomorrow, we'll kick it and talk about it real fast. You know what I mean. But that's what's gonna go down. Really great fights on there as well. And that leads us to Saturday night. Saturday night, however, woo! Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter.
Yes.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Have I waited for this fight for a little bit now, man. Terence Crawford, 37-0, the undefeated man who moved from lightweight to welterweight, man. Getting that WBO World Welterweight title after he beat Jeff Horn, was it? Yeah, Jeff Horn. I remember because that was the dude who robbed Manny Pacquiao out there in the outskirts, you know what I mean? Bullcrap, but Terence Crawford handled that light work. And since then, Terence Crawford has been on the killing spree, man. Boxing-wise, people. I'm not meaning the actual killing, but he's been doing the damn thing. He's lighting everybody up, boy. Really cool when he boxes with his regular. He boxes orthodox, and then he throws the southpaw. What's really crazy is that people don't realize Terence Crawford is a southpaw fighter, but he likes to come out at times orthodox, which throws off a lot of his opponents. So when he goes up into that southpaw stuff, it's like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then you get lit the hell up with no clue as to what's happening. He's going up against one of the OGs, man, Sean Porter, 31-3-1, man. Porter has fought a list of who's who in the damn divisions, man. Former champion, his own damn right. You know what I mean? He fought Errol Spence a while back. His last win, I think, was last year against Formella. That was a pretty good decision. He had beaten Ugas by split decision, which is really interesting. He beat Danny Garcia, Adrian Granado, Andre Berto. He kind of TKO'd that man a while back. But, he had that loss to Keith Thurman. Still upset about that. He lit up Adrian Broner for 12 rounds. That was pretty good.
Right.
The Kell Brook fight, I really liked that fight. Even though he lost, I liked that one. And he totally disrespected Paulie Malignaggi some years back. But Sean Porter is a dude, a tough guy. Tough out, man, for anybody in the damn welterweight division. I've always wanted to see him fight like a Manny Pacquiao or I don't know, like who's that dude that Pacquiao knocked out at one point to get the title? I forget that guy's name. I think he's from Argentina. But
You're not talking about Keith Thurman, right?
No. That Argentina dude, man. That dude got crazy power. And Manny Pacquiao managed to like TKO him, KO him. I forget, man. But yeah,
so
man, I forget. But I'll go back, man.
Right.
I'll go back. I kind of forgot, man. But as I said, dude, your man Terence Crawford was on a tear, man. TKO'd Kell Brook, messed up that man's face. Cavaliascus. Cavaliascus. There you go. He beat that guy in the 9th round. Amir Khan, he lit up. Benavidez Jr., he lit up. He lit up everybody, man. But that's a pretty good fight there. We also got Esquiva Falcao, who's undefeated, 28-0, versus Patrick Volney. As it'd be at middleweight. Janabek Alam Khalnouri, there you go, versus Hassan Odam and Jikam, who's 38-5-0. Janabek is undefeated, 10-0. Raymond Moralada, 12-0 versus Elias Damian Araujo, 21-3. These are all the prelim fights, but they should be pretty damn good. I'll be on for all that though. But really looking forward to this Crawford Porter fight. A real good sign and a big fight for Crawford, man, and also a good fight for Porter to get him back in the mix. You know what I mean? Porter's skills ain't really fall off. It's just that he hasn't just caught that rhythm. You know what I mean? To getting back to that shine. You know what I mean? Again, the title wise, But
Mr.
big
B, I
test
have a
for Terence
question for you.
Crawford. Sure.
Quick question: do you prefer Sean Porter as a fighter or as a commentator or analyst?
I like both. It's hard for me to really decide because Sean Porter's as an analyst, he's real. That dude is really good at his analyst. You know what I mean? At his commentating / analyst gig here, man. He's been pretty solid with it. You know what I mean? I like his insight, his viewpoints on certain things. He's not off. Sometimes I hear like Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley does his thing, and sometimes he goes a lot off point. Sean Porter could make things right on focus and bring things right to the fight itself without bridging overboard and going overboard and doing all the extra nonsense that Timothy Bradley kind of does from time to time. So I really like Sean Porter as an analyst, as a commentator / analyst. But I don't mind seeing him box every once in a while. You know what I mean? But
what does
I don't mind the analyst gig.
What does this say about him that he's fought everyone? I mean, he might not have beaten everyone, but he'll get out there and mix it up.
Yeah, definitely. He's not off. As I said, he's not off, man. A lot of people trying to say, oh, he old and this and that. Yo, Sean Porter, when Sean Porter brings it, he brings it, man. His heart and his mind is in the fight game. You know what I mean? And when you hear him do that, do his commentating, you could tell like he's just feeding to get back in the ring, man, and go toe to toe with some of these guys. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he does on Saturday.
So he's talking the talk and walking the walk, pretty much.
For real, yeah.
Yeah.
Porter's gonna bring it, man. He's gonna bring it to Crawford. I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it. He's gonna make a mess. Yep, exactly. OG Jones said right here. You know what I mean? Porter's gonna bring a fight, and Crawford likes to keep things really technical. He's not into that brawling style of situations, and that's one of the things that I want to see out of him. If he's really about that fighter style, you know what I mean? And not just trying to be technical, switching up and working hard behind his jabs and switch ups, his stance shifts and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah, I look forward to it, man. I look forward to it. What I was gonna say? Oh yeah, you hear
It's
about
only
this
been
Canelo
15
stuff?
minutes. I know you ain't done. It's only been 15 minutes. Stop playing with it. Come on.
Yeah, man. I picked up on it like a little earlier, before we got on. Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah,
He's
I saw
moving
him
a
talking junk.
cruiserweight.
Yeah.
He's moving a cruiserweight.
He's moving a cruiserweight.
You see why though, right?
He's looking for Usyk, son. He's looking for
trying to get
Usyk.
Floyd. He's trying to
He's
get
looking
Floyd
for
back in the
Usyk.
ring. I saw that too.
He's trying to get bread. So he's going after, who is it? I think the WBO or the WBC
Yes.
champion right now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's this dude's name? I forget his name.
He's trying to snatch all the belts.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this fight, man. For real. Hold up. Let me pull it real
Canelo can
quick.
fight too. I'm not mad at him. He's trying to get it all in all the different weight classes like Floyd was doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he's smart with it. It's a very smart move on him, you know what I mean? To realize that Usyk is out here. Usyk is a former cruiserweight who moved up to heavyweight, picked up those titles.
Yes.
And Canelo can manage to put that body, that you know what I mean, that mass on himself to go up and take that fight, pick up that cruiserweight title, you know what I mean? And move on up to see if he can get Usyk there.
I'm gonna butcher this, so I apologize. Ilunga Makabu?
Yeah, Ilunga Makabu or Makabu.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Ilunga Junior Makabu. There you go. 28-2.
Makabu.
28-2 with 25 KOs. You did it good, man. You did it good. Brian. Gotta be
Brian.
Brian with the butter, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. WBC Cruiserweight title, man. But yeah, that's gonna be fire. And then next week, I see Triller got an event. There's no MMA next week, so thank God for that. So I'll be invested in this Triller. This pardon my language. This Triller shitfest, man. They wild out. They wild out. They got they had the audacity to go and pick up this guy, Pulev. They got Pulev versus Frank Mir. Yo, I don't know what is going on.
But I thought Triller was supposed to stop this type of stuff. I thought Triller was going to stop these type of bouts.
For real. But
after
they said nope. They said nope, we're gonna do it. So Frank Mir's fighting Kabrat Pulev. Who was it? Matt Mitrione, who's a former MMA fighter, will be fighting Alexander Flores. In the heavyweight division, of course. And
Frank Mir retired.
Flores, yeah, Frank Mir retired. Flores is 18-3-1 with 16 knockouts as a pro boxer, and he's gonna fight Matt Mitrione, who's chinny. That's what I like to call it. When somebody's susceptible to get knocked out or technically knocked out, he's chinny. So, Lord have mercy on this one. But yeah, Frank Mir was a former heavyweight champion in the UFC, and he's going up against Pulev, man.
Chinny bang bang.
28-2 is Pulev. Yeah, chinny. I say chinny. You know, some people say glass jaw. I say chinny. They just put it out there. They're like, hey, hit me. So, you know what I mean? And then Mike Perry, who was a former MMA fighter, UFC fighter, he's going to be fighting Sakio Bika, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yep.
I get John. Don't pay attention to me, man.
Sakio Bika, man. Bika 35-7-3. Y'all know I remember Bika. Yeah, so it's crazy, man. I don't know what's wrong with these guys, man. There's a couple other MMA fighters who are going to be on this card too, fighting boxers and whatnot. You know what I mean? They got Derek Campos fighting Brian Vera, fighting Brian Vera. Albert Tumanov fighting Scott Sigmund. Alexa Culp, who's 2-1, will be fighting Angelina Hofschneider. Yeah, man, but November 28th, man. Was it 27th, 28th? Yeah. It's gonna be ridiculous, but yeah.
When is Deron Williams fighting Frank Gore? Is that a Triller event?
I heard about that, but I don't.
Yeah.
Is it?
That's a mess. It's gotta be. It's
Brian,
gotta be because it has that stench to it.
Hey, hold on. I got you right now. Hold on. Let me see this. Hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's touch on this real quick. Deron Williams or Frank Gore. Yep, the boxing world.
Frank Gore from the U.
Oh Frank my Gore God! It's gonna be. They're gonna be on the undercard of the Paul Fury, the Paul Fury card. But I heard that I'm not sure if that fight's still gonna be happening because I heard that some talks the Fury Jake Paul fight.
It might not happen.
Because I heard that supposedly some contract dispute or something like that about the money or what nonsense. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see because they always be playing games, man. But yeah, they always be playing games.
It's Frank Gore.
I know he ain't done. We still got 8 minutes of syllables left. What you doing, man?
Oh my God, man! You're a trip, bro. You're such a trip.
Take us through. We got Survivor Series coming up.
Oh yeah, Survivor Series is on Sunday. That's what it is. See, I'm gonna fill up these 8 minutes now. There you go. Let's do it. So Survivor Series is on Sunday. That's right, because we have to talk about Sunday stuff. So yeah, man, Survivor Series at the Barclays up in Brooklyn. Shout out to Brooklyn. All my MMA fans, my UFC fans, y'all know the ring girl I'm talking about. Brooklyn Ren. Jesus, Lord. That girl fine. When I say fine, she fine. Brooklyn Ren. She's the UFC ring card girl. You know, whenever I'm doing my streams and she comes on, I'll be like, Brooklyn. Yeah, that's her. That's who I do it for. I tell you, I'm gonna meet her. I'm gonna meet her in real life one day. Lord, I'm gonna tell you.
Kiss her feet
take a picture.
I swear for God.
I'm gonna be like, for y'all. This for y'all. Brooklyn. Like, Lord.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man. Survivor Series Sunday at the Barclays. Let's go, man. Their matchup, their lineup is kind of iffy, man. It's 6 fights on the wrestling card, is it? Yeah. There'll probably be something on the Dig show, the what you call it show, the kickoff show, I guess. But who they had? They have Damian Priest versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
That'd be a good fight. That'd be a good one.
RK Bro versus the
Usos. In my realm now. Yeah.
The RK Bro versus the Usos, which should be really good, man. Matt Riddle and Randy Orton really be working together. Yeah. I've liked their chemistry. They've also respected each other, you know what I mean? Not just in the ring, but outside of the ring. They really had grown a really good respect. And when you're on Randy,
his props, because Matt Riddle, not only does he have moves, he could take hits straight up. Yeah. Matt Riddle's nice. He's nice for real in the ring.
Yeah, man. He used to fight. He used to be an MMA fighter. Yeah, he's a really solid MMA fighter. Yeah, he used to fight for the UFC, man. He has one of the most insane knockouts in the UFC. Tough history, where he broke Homeboy's jaw.
Wow.
And Homeboy started moaning that he knocked him out bad. Dude couldn't speak. Yo, it was bad. It was horrible. But yeah, man. But they cut him because he was smoking the marijuana. Smoking that holy leaf.
Look like he's smoking marijuana.
Speaking of which, I just got a hit off of Bleacher Report. WWE has had more releases.
Yep.
And the names are as followed. You got it, JoJo? Did you hear
No,
about it?
go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, I
Roll
heard
with
about
it.
it. Go ahead, Brian. Share the news, Brian.
So, 8 members of the roster has been released by WWE. John Morrison, which it was pointless to bring him back anyway if they're not going to do anything with him.
Finish his contract.
Top dollar
Finish.
of Hit Row, Ashante Adonis of Hit Row, Isaiah Swerve Scott of Hit Row. They just got put on SmackDown.
They got rid of Swerve?
They got
They
rid of
got rid of
Swerve.
all of them. They got
They
rid of
just
all of
got put on
Heroes.
SmackDown 2 weeks ago.
They got rid of B-Fab, and now they got rid of the rest of Heroes.
Tegan Knox, Drake Maverick, Shane Thorne, and Jackson Riker.
And Tegan Knox came up with Shotzi. I don't understand it, dog.
Dude, listen, we talked about this a couple of months ago when he made that deal with with Peacock and them.
Mm-hmm.
He was going to start dropping folks to decrease some of that money, but dang, Tegan Knox too?
Yep.
I don't know. Y'all got to ask JoJo about that one.
But
what is it?
Back to Survivor Series.
Yeah, Vince dumping everybody. Nia Jax just got dumped, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jakeem Buckley, James. That knocked out that dude Impa Kasaganai with the world kick. Yeah. Where he caught the leg and then he did the spin back kick and knocked that dude out unconscious. Yep. That was during our COVID knockout. Yep.
Yeah, you right, Ted.
That's 2020, dog. Nasty COVID knockout, boy.
Also
word.
I picked the Usos over RKO. RK Bro.
You think so?
Usos. That's my pick.
I'll call RK Bro on that one.
Yeah, I think they might give it to RK Bro. I think.
I'm going to call it. Now, mind you, both of them done had the belts already, so it is a toss-up.
Yeah.
It is a toss-up, straight up. And,
word.
Roman Reigns running his legion, if you will. But Damian
that's supposed to be the
Shinsuke Nakamura. Damian Priest better not lose that match.
Shinsuke. I have Shinsuke.
And they got that too. They got Big E versus Roman Reigns.
Yo,
champion
Big
versus champion.
And Bobby Lashley was a good competition because Big E finally got a chance to do some big matches for real for himself. He can hold it down. But my thing is, he is outsized by them dudes, even though he's 300 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's 300.
Big E's a big dude, man.
But them boys look bigger than him.
Yeah, some of
them.
Bobby
Lashley went at it, boy.
For real. For real. And Roman Reigns is about to do the same thing, man. It's going to be one of those serious type of matches because, Roman's going to look to try to put Big E over, you know what I mean? In his own way. Yeah, so it's going to be something really magical there, man. You have the dynamic of the Usos, then you have the New Day. They might be there, who knows? So any type of craziness can ensue, man. But I like it, man.
Hey, John, now you know how I feel when JoJo be spitting on them syllables. I finally had a chance to get a word in edgewise with all these countries he was calling out and all these damn players. And then he would just call names out. And then he got the rest. I'm like, yes, I know this.
Yo, you're a trip, Tony.
$600 million a year for the next 5 years, bro, for real?
Who that?
About that much between
I thought it was $1 billion total. I thought it was $1 billion total. I ain't know $600 million a year for the next 5. Yeah.
Maybe Brian or JoJo could verify it, but they are making cheese.
It was $100 million. It was $100 million over. No, he had $1 billion deal with NBC and Peacock, I believe. The NFL had the $100 million deal with somebody. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I thought he was just getting $1 billion flat, but $6 million for 5 years.
But that's both of them combined. That's all.
Yeah, that's still a lot. That's cheap. Yeah, Vince gonna bounce back. He gonna bounce back off of that because he never crossed that billionaire status for real. He was certified.
No, he never did. Nah, it was that WWE network that kind of messed him up.
Right.
The early days of the WWE network that messed him up from getting that billion. So bad deals. That's why they tried to do that China deal. They sent Shane to try to get that China deal, but see, it didn't work out that way.
It's like every company's selling out to China.
Yeah.
I thought XFL was broken because every time the XFL jumped off, it fell out. It fell flat. And they
It
about
was
to do
it
a
was
third
it
run at it
was
soon.
it was successful this last go around.
Yeah, it
Nah, it
was.
got shut down. It got
But they
shut
got shut.
down.
Yeah,
That
it was
first
the
season got a
COVID,
whole
man.
season. This second one, they didn't finish the season.
I know.
COVID
So
happened.
Houston
Yes.
Roughnecks
Yeah,
official
COVID
champion.
happened. Homeboy had that
New York,
bad
New Jersey hit,
injury.
man. New York, New Jersey hit, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Houston
COVID.
Roughnecks.
But yeah, man. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair are gonna wrestle.
Yeah,
And, you know,
it's gonna
there's
be
high
wrong.
drama in that one,
It's
backstage
gonna be a
drama and all
draw.
that.
It's gonna be a draw.
So it's gonna be
Yeah.
fire. It should be a good match though.
How long
But
you
yeah,
think?
they're
How long you think before Charlotte is able to get out of her deal?
Not long. She doesn't want to be there anymore.
She does
Right.
it? Wow.
yeah, she's you know what it is, man.
Because Andrade's in AEW.
Right.
Andrade's in AEW, and more importantly, Charlotte's been in that. She's in that situation where it's similar to what happened with Tessa Blanchard, almost, where
Mm-hmm.
you're put in a scenario where you have to elevate a division. You know what I mean? There's something going on,
Yes.
but you're in that position where you're forced to elevate the division because other people aren't either stepping up or they're not putting in the right people to take that. You know what I mean? To get that shine.
But
And
the
so
booking's been
Charlotte
horrible.
has to be like the workhorse of the division, similar to like Tessa Blanchard. So
Right.
you get these opportunities, you get these opportunities, you get these opportunities, and it's cool and all, but then it causes a lot of hate. And while you got to be cool and grateful for it, it's like, what the hell? I'm not the only person here.
Right. But everybody
So
knows.
it
They
kind of
told her
gets
at
a
one
lot of
time in the
rub
ring.
off where, you know,
Yeah, they told her in the ring at one time, we're doing all this for you because of your father. So she go to AEW, she going over there with the rest of the legacies, if you will, the second and third
yeah,
generation wrestlers. And I understand AEW for that. I'll never disrespect them for that. If you're a child of a wrestler and you had a wrestling career, you come on over here and we keep it going. Because everybody been
yeah,
tired of WWE. WWE right now, if Charlotte leave, that means Rhea Ripley going to run it for the female division. Because ain't no
Yeah.
woman going
yep,
to be there. No woman's going to be there.
yep,
Maybe
yeah,
Shayna Baszler.
yeah.
So I have
But
Maybe
they're
one
not booking
question.
Shayna Baszler right.
That's a
I
fact. That's
I just
another fact, too. Go ahead,
The
Ted.
booking
yeah.
is horrible.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, it's
I
just the
just have
booking
one.
is horrible.
on
I
the
got
match.
one question. So Ric Flair released the podcast. His new podcast just got released. Question is he canceled or not?
Ric Flair is
I,
right on a borderline right now.
I didn't even know he
I
had a
think,
podcast.
yeah, he's popped up a podcast. He has a podcast. I think he's writing another book as well or something like that.
Right.
Um, and
I just
people have
don't know
said
if
it.
he's
It's just
canceled.
him looking to get this notoriety, so people
Okay.
could just get the draw back to what I mean, get this shine, so he could get people to watch the podcast and buy the book and do all this other stuff. Becky Lynch kind of touched on it a little bit. It was a little bit of a shoot / work, you know what I mean? But um, Becky had some interesting talks too, you know what I mean? I know I'm kind of taking like a turn here, but she was
No,
on
go
the
ahead.
Hawani show talking about AEW being the alternative
Yeah.
to WWE. I
Whoa.
kind of actually was shocked by these words that Becky Lynch shared on the interview. You know what I mean? I watched it. I watched clips and then I watched the full interview, and I was like, wow.
Was it this week? Was it on the Monday
It
show
was
or
this
the
week.
Wednesday
It
show?
was this week. It was this week. I forgot
Was
what
it-
day, but it was this week.
Okay.
And my jaw dropped. I said, "Yo,
Okay.
Becky
They've
got
been
power.
they've been
Becky got
working
power
that.
in WWE."
They've been
Mhm.
working that. People don't realize they building AEW up. Everybody's going over there on purpose. Cody Rhodes ain't even got enough money to pay all the people that want to come there.
Tony Khan, yeah.
No.
Well,
Everybody want to go there because that's the new brand, and they working together. It looks like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so she's been talking about they're the alternative. You know what I mean? It's cool that they're there, but if you don't want to watch us, you could go ahead and watch them. And they're working and they're doing their thing over there. You know what I mean? And it's not a problem. And she talked about I talked to Vince, and me and Vince did this. And then I'm listening to this, and I'm like, yo, Becky has hit mega stardom in WWE.
Yes.
Because you can't get away with talking the way she talked unless you hit mega stardom.
Right.
Because you don't refer to you say Mr. McMahon and certain things like that unless
Right.
you're the megastar. She said Vince. I'm like, yo, and she's talking about these, yeah, and she talked about the beef with Charlotte and a lot of these other topics, and I said, wow,
She not playing. She not playing.
yeah, she had a strong point.
She
I'm
not
like,
playing.
yo, all right, Becky, all right, Becky.
They got
You know
options
what I
now.
mean?
The thing is, they got options outside of WWE. A lot of people aren't comfortable, and they know AEW will take them. Once they made their
Yeah.
money with WWE, they dip. I already got what they're doing. AEW might as well be a whole brand new NWO, if you will, because that's a whole bunch of wrestlers that went over there that
Yeah,
had previous experience on the big stage, not just wrestling. Period. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And
Just being true.
that's one thing too that I think Ted you threw a tweet out about that like a while ago. You asked me about that about you know what I mean AEW and as far as they're making their money because it's
Right.
cool you could put on the matches for the fans, but
Right.
you gotta have some type of money or some you know what I mean some comeback. You know what I mean?
It's
Some
got
you
to
know
be
what I mean?
something.
Yeah,
It's got to
because you
be
can
more
have
than
all
that
these
TNT money.
matches. Yeah, you can have all these matches, but you know what I mean? The ratings pull in the money, and you got to have those ratings. You know,
Right.
Yes.
you gotta these ratings got to be at a constant mill at some point. You know what I mean? And
And,
cool,
and
the
the
And
scary
wrestlers
part,
have
the scary part, he
the
gonna cap on the ratings. He'll never catch Monday Night Raw ratings, at least not
mm-mm.
for a while.
you know,
The only way
yeah,
he'll do
Well,
that
Monday Night
is if
Raw
they have the
ratings been
Monday
kind
Night
of
Wars
down.
again, which they were doing on Wednesday nights.
yeah.
It was
Raw,
AEW
Raw,
versus
Raw,
NXT. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
Raw has dropped down in some ratings, but the thing AEW has to have a constant. It can't be like
Yes.
this once in a
1 week.
low
Yeah,
super big number this 1 week, then it just dips and it
yes,
falls. You got to find that center that makes you a really good show and just
Yeah,
carry that out. You know what I mean?
right.
So
but
I appreciate. Go ahead, Brian.
no, I was gonna say like the cool thing about AEW is like how you have all that roster, like all the talent on the roster,
Yeah,
and how you can watch like AEW Dark and then Dark Elevate, and you got all
Yes.
these guys. At least a lot of these guys, even though there's no storylines or whatever, but they give you a good match, and it's like just everybody on the roster gets some airtime. That's
Yes.
what I
yeah,
like about it.
That's true.
and that's what I do. I do give that. Yeah, I do give it that credit, man. But you also got to realize that same thing too. You have primetime TV, you got YouTube TV. And that's
Right.
gonna be another situation in itself. You know what I mean? So, you
Yeah,
know, you gotta work that way, work that median. And um major props to Dante Martin in AEW for getting some really um good airtime now, man. He's gotten that Wednesday and that Friday night slot there now. He's been doing really good things. Only a 21-year-old 21, I think he is. But that kid is flying and doing all types of insanity, man, with the young man Leo Rush out there in AEW.
Oh,
I
Theo
see
Rush is
Brian
back.
Danielson's become a borderline heel. What's up?
I saw Theo Rush had pulled out for a minute. I didn't know he was back.
Yeah, he's back doing AEW now. He's been on and off with the retirement stuff because of injuries and whatnot. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Young
Yes.
dude trying to get his mind right. You know, he had another baby and all that. So you
Yep.
know, he did the New Japan stuff, and then
Right.
Tony Khan decided give him that pay and let him do his thing. So he said, "Cool, I'll sign with AEW," and he jumped to AEW.
I know exactly who he
But
should wrestle too.
yeah, but yeah, man, all those guys getting signed is cool, but you just got to make that revenue, man. That's all it
Right.
is.
Right.
That's where
You
it's
got
at.
to make
That's where
that
it's at.
revenue, yeah.
That's where it's
Cool,
at.
you got the Jacksonville Jaguars and all that, and you're
Right.
doing all that cool stuff there, man. But you got guys and the gals on that roster, man. We gotta see some money back, man. You gotta give them that. That's all. That's all we want to see, man. We want to
That's
see them
going to come. That's
succeed.
going to come from most of the fans with the merchandising, in my opinion. I
Yeah,
don't think the merchandise is selling the way
yeah,
WWE does, and damn sure
yeah.
not like NXT is. NXT is hardcore. NXT is real. AEW seems classic like the old NWA days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad
Mm-hmm.
at them for that because everybody's getting in there and getting their shine and making their money real quick. But they are going to have to step up a little bit, only because of the drama WWE and WCW used to have. That's what
The
everybody's
thing,
missing
my
right now,
the
and they
thing,
can't
the
carry
thing
it like
that
they
that
used to.
right. But the thing I give them credit for though is that they're in charge. I think they're in charge of their own merch. The majority of their own merch, if I
Yes.
remember
That's
correctly.
nice.
Merch
That's nice.
sales. That's one thing I give them a lot of credit for in AEW. So they make a lot of their profit off of them merch sales. You know what I mean? ProWrestlingTees.com. So yeah, man, they do a lot of that good stuff there. Brian, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, like my problem with WWE is just like the booking, and then you heard me say it numerous of times. It's just the booking is bad, the creative is bad, and most important, I am really really tired of the recycled storylines.
Mm.
I mean, that's because of the history of wrestling. The storyline gets new and changed. These dudes are trying to
Yeah.
make their own and create their own. Yeah, they gotta. That's gonna take
But
some
but
work. I
but
got
but,
you.
but Vince, yeah, but Vince McMahon won't allow it. It's like it's got to be my way. I know what works.
Right.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. At least with AEW and Ring of Honor and then Impact, at least it's something fresh.
Need that Raw
Right.
Underground to come back in because they were doing something with that.
Oh man, I
Yeah,
miss
I didn't mind that.
Lucha
That was actually
Underground.
pretty cool.
Because old Braun came in there and regulated that other big dude with the ponytail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
Dabba-Kato,
about? That dude, yo, what was it,
Dabba-Kato.
Kato, something like that?
Yeah,
Dabba-Kato.
Dabba-Kato.
Cavalcade, man, Braun wrecked him. I was like, okay, Raw Underground is over. It's official. Braun is the man.
But yeah, man. Hold up. There's two more matches on this card we got to talk about real
Okay.
quick though on the Survivor Series. There's the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown men and women's matches. So they have the women's match. Team Raw is Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Zelina Vega. Thoughts?
Who's Team SmackDown?
Versus Team SmackDown, which is Sasha Banks, Shayna Baszler, Shotzi Blackheart, Natalia, and Tony Storm.
Team
Oh, it's going to
SmackDown.
Raw. Team
SmackDown.
Raw. Raw.
I'm sorry. I got a thing for Natalia. I really do. I got something for Natalia. Even though Rhea Ripley's no joke, I can see a Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler going at it. But after
Yeah, I
that,
know,
it's
but
going to
I
be
mean,
Natalia
yeah,
wrecking.
but that's like that's the only ace in the hole, quote
Right.
unquote, because you have Shayna Baszler. But on the Raw side, I mean, with Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair on there, come on now.
I feel you.
That's
But
it.
Natalia
Yeah.
she gonna get a piece of that action too. I love Bianca. I really do love Bianca. She can brawl, but
Right.
and Natalia's short, so she might get it. You're right. You're right. Natalia's short, but Natalia be
Right.
rumbling. And
Team
Tony
Raw.
Storm,
Yeah.
you see?
And
I'm gonna
then,
go with
huh?
Team Raw. I'm
I'm
going
gonna
with
take
Team Raw.
SmackDown. I'll take SmackDown on that one.
And on top of
I'll
that,
take-
Zelina's on there, so
Zelina's.
I'll take Raw. I think Liv Morgan might be the shining star in that matchup. In that match. I'm gonna say that.
Liv Morgan.
Yeah. I think Liv Morgan might be the shining star in that match.
She got fight in there. You're right.
She might be it. It'll be either Bianca Belair or Liv Morgan. Because it seems that they're gonna give the little push to Liv Morgan. So I think I think Liv might be that shining person in that matchup.
Gotcha.
But then we got the men's matchup, the tag match. Team Raw. Seth Rollins. Oh Jesus. Finn Balor. Cool. Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. Seth Rollins, I'm kind of tired of Seth Rollins. I wish they give this man a break. He gets on my nerves. He was so cool to me during the Indies and like during NXT. But I don't know, like after like somewhere along the lines of him being in like the what is it? What is it with the
Shield?
No, not the Shield. After the Shield, when the Authority. There you go.
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
the
tired
Authority.
of him. When with Triple H and stuff, yeah, I got tired of him. But then they got Team SmackDown. Drew McIntyre, Jeff Hardy, King Woods, Happy Corbin, and they didn't say who the fifth person was supposed to be.
SmackDown.
So that means somebody will come back. It'll be the
SmackDown.
return of somebody. Yeah, SmackDown.
And I'm gonna say that because of Drew and Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's a beast. He
I
truly
like
is
Baron
a beast.
Corbin.
I mean, I can't stand his character, but I see his fighting skills. He's something serious.
Yeah, he's a really good. I like him. He's a really good talent. Really good underrated talent in my book.
He's a really good underrated talent, but how many dumb gimmicks are they going to give him?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel you, but
Same thing with
hard to beat.
Sheamus.
He's not even a lay down. He's not even a lay down when you defeat him. He is hard to beat. Period. He really is. So
Yeah,
him and Drew on the same squad is dangerous.
yeah,
That is truly
Big
dangerous.
Drew, man, Big Drew.
But Drew
See,
ain't
this is
playing either.
crazy to me though. When you have a matchup like this of this magnitude with Team Raw and Team SmackDown, and you got rid of Cross and freaking Keith Lee, I am
Right.
beyond pissed off,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah. So I remember Keith Lee
What
got
do you
dropped too.
do that? Why would you do that, man? Oh my
I
But Keith
mean,
god.
had moves to be
yeah,
a big dude.
yeah. I mean, you got him dressing up like he's Gladiator now, and it's just no, totally ruined it.
Hey, Mike, you enjoy
I don't
yourself.
get it,
I don't
man.
think she's going for number 4, bro. That's 3. I think it's over.
Mike
But
is Mike is having the time of his life, man.
the one thing, what really I lose interest with Survivor Series is because you got the two women's champions going 1-on-1, you got the tag champions going 1-on-1,
Yeah.
and then you got like the United States versus the Intercontinental going 1-on-1. But why can't there never has been world champion versus world champion on the men's side going 1-on-1?
They've done that for the Universal Belt. What's up, Dez?
No, I'm
They
just
did
saying,
that the
like
first
if
time for the Universal Belt. It was the
no, I'm
champs.
talking about I'm talking about like having Big E go up against Roman Reigns in a match for Survivor Series, because you already got Becky Lynch, SmackDown Women's Champion, no, Raw Women's Champion, Charlotte Flair, SmackDown Women's Champion going 1-on-1. You got the United States Champion and the Intercontinental Champion going 1-on-1. You got the Tag Champions going 1-on-1. There's never ever been the Men's World Championship going 1-on-1.
There has been.
Never
I
Oh, they
think
has
it
are.
been.
They
has.
haven't. Yeah. Well, Biggie
I
and
think
Roman
they've done
Reigns
it.
are.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
they're
they've done
actually
it.
having their match.
Yeah, they actually have. Yeah, they're gonna have a match. Yeah.
Okay, all
It'll
right.
be Biggie and Roman. Yeah, it'll be Biggie and Roman, and that is very true though. On SmackDown, you don't necessarily always see the heavyweight champions go 1-on-1 with each other. They're
Right.
usually featured in like the 5-on-5 match or something like that. But that's very true. It's one
And
of the
what
few
I
times
don't
where you see.
and what I don't understand
But
is why they did away with like including NXT. Like the first time they did was great. The second time was
yeah,
awesome. I mean, because if you're like a true wrestling fan, that match where it was just like AJ Styles versus Shinsuke versus Roderick Strong, that was the best Survivor Series, because that was like a wrestling fan's dream match.
Right. Right. And they've had plenty of dream matches. It's about who the dream stars are going to be right now. That's the
yeah,
biggest
I mean,
competition. He ain't got a
because I
lot to
mean,
do like he did with the Attitude Era. The Attitude Era was ridiculous.
You
Every
heard
match,
Samoa
man.
Joe, Corey Graves saying like when you heard the music for AJ Styles come out, Shinsuke, and then when Roderick Strong came out, and the way they're all facing, you heard the crowd on their feet going nuts, because this
True.
is what they wanted.
This is true. This is
yeah,
Because
true,
they're
bro.
true, like that's how you know like fans really care about those type of guys versus like having the John Cena's and the Rocks and all that.
yeah,
Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. I mean, those guys have their, they work their ass to where they get
Yes,
where
they
they are.
did.
But for like, but for pure wrestling and a damn good match that that would deliver, that was the match.
word. That is very true. What's also kind of funny though, now when you're talking about like the fans, what the fans want, stuff like that, it's funny. NXT is working backwards compared to the main roster. NXT, you notice they're getting rid of all the older guys. They're getting rid of a lot of the older guys and whatnot. You know what
It's
I
for the
mean? They're
young
trying to
talent.
move in for younger talent.
Yeah, it's for
But
the
then
young
on the
talent.
main roster, they get some of these older guys, but they kept a lot of these older guys as well, while getting rid of some of the younger talent. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird when you look at it. You know what I mean? Whereas like they're just cool with keeping who they are and not trying to move up and build some extra stars in there. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Um, it's a bit confusing, a little bit conflicting, but you know what I mean. I hope they kind of figure that out, man. Um, what else was I talking about too? We was talking about AEW. Jay Lethal had a match on Dynamite.
Yo, that's
Was
my
it?
guy.
I love
Jay
Jay
Lethal.
Lethal. Jay Lethal is dope, man. He had a controversy a few years back with was it Taylor Hendricks? Where Taylor Hendricks was talking about that that he was trying to like force himself on her or something like that, and some craziness. But they didn't really have proof. It was just he say, she say, some type stuff and whatever. So like, she didn't really wrestle again, really. But I don't know exactly what was going on there. But yeah, Like, he was in ROH, and I thought that was gonna be like a hiccup, like it was gonna really mess up his career. But I'm glad that he got over that, And
what I
he's
didn't
been a
know
really
Oh, go ahead.
no. Say what you was gonna say.
I didn't know Jay Lethal and AJ Lee dated.
Yeah, at one point back in the day. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. Jay Lethal got
Damn, I ain't know
around,
about
yo.
that. You right.
That
Yeah,
could be
Jay Lethal
created
got
right there.
around
That could be a
during the young
storyline right
days.
there.
Yeah,
Jay
during the
Lethal
younger,
versus
yeah.
CM Punk.
Yes.
During the old, yeah, during his early days, yeah, the indie days. Yep. Jay Lethal's my dude, though, man. The Dragon Suplex, that man's Ric Flair, Macho Man
He was
impersonations.
killing me with them
Yo,
impressions.
Jay,
Black
you want to talk about
Machismo.
underrated wrestler dudes? Jay Lethal is that one guy, man. Yo,
Yes.
man, really good talent. Really good
Can
talent.
put a hell of a promo.
Hell yeah. Hell of a promo. That man can run circles around you in the ring. He's up there a little bit in age now, but that man still shows that he still got it. He still got the talent, man. He's out here
Yeah.
like Sheldon Benjamin is, like, but they can still put on
Yeah,
damn
Shelton still
fight
got it, bro.
And
matches.
AJ Styles. Yeah. I
AJ
mean,
Styles, yep.
yeah, when they were all in TNA, when it was like Jay Lethal versus AJ Styles versus Bobby Roode and versus Roderick Strong, good God, what a fight!
Yo,
Oh my
yo,
goodness. You want to talk
Shelton
about
And
X
Benjamin
Division
still got it.
matches?
yeah,
All
that was
facts.
when
Bro.
Samoa Joe was X Division champ, and they're like, "Who do you want to fight, Joe?" And Joe's like, "Man, look who's in the ring. What the heck?"
Yo, craziness, man. I love Jay Lethal, man. Jay Lethal's so cool, man. But I'm glad he's at AEW. I hope to see more ROH talent circle around, the wrestling circle, you know what I mean? I heard that backstage yesterday, the Briscoes were there. If AEW gets their hands on the Briscoes, God bless wrestling as a whole. Because the Briscoes are something else, yo.
That's legend. That's royalty right there.
You
Yes.
want to talk about tag teams who've been on that level for years, bro? Jay and Mark Briscoe,
Still holding it down.
golly,
Still holding it down.
golly, you can't, yo. Those guys
Briscoe
are
bringing
fire,
bringing
man.
in Brock Anderson.
Get out of here with Brock Anderson.
Hey, Brock Anderson he's still learning, but the man
Yeah,
is a
he's still
talent.
learning.
Look at. I mean, he's taking after his dad.
Brock Anderson. They
Cause
said they got
that
Brock.
spine because that spine buster is lethal.
I can't
What do
believe the
you think,
AW fans that thought they got Brock Lesnar when they said they announced they had Brock. They said Brock
Brock?
Anderson.
Hell nah.
Where do you think Jonathan Gresham winds up?
Ooh, this is a good one. I would love to see him and like the rest of those guys from the Foundation or ROH in AEW,
Mm,
but I wouldn't be surprised if Gresham goes to Impact. I wouldn't.
gotcha.
He used to be Suicide. He used to wrestle as Suicide under the mask at one point.
Right.
And his wife is there in the company, Jordan
Oh,
Grace. So you know what I mean? That
makes
that that
sense.
would be that would be the move right there.
To John, it'll be
So
TNT and FX. TNT shows
what channel?
AEW,
AEW.
FX
Yeah.
shows NXT.
Yep.
One was last
What
night, one
else?
was tonight. And then a Ring of Honors
Yeah.
on I forgot who that is.
So
'Cause
what
I
is
don't
the
be
deal with
watching
Ring of
that.
Ring of
Honor?
Honor
Are they
used to be
shutting
on
down?
Sinclair, but now you gotta watch like matches on YouTube because they're not doing nothing now. They're out.
Right.
I
They're
get them
out
down
because
here. They come on TV down here. I forgot what channel it's on,
yeah.
but I do see it.
They show like the past shows and stuff like that. I remember when they used to be on HD Net. I used to love watching them on HD Net. They were also on another channel. I forgot what channel it was too, but that was earlier.
I know what you're talking about.
And Impact, you can catch Impact on Access
Axis?
TV
Yeah, Axis.
or the Fight Network. If you don't have Access TV, you can catch them on the Fight Network as well.
So the question is Ring of Honor dead or are they going to bring it back?
They still up.
We don't know.
They said they're gonna bring it back eventually at some point, but right now it's pretty much on. It's gonna be sitting there chilling for a bit, because they pretty much released all the talent.
They released all the talent.
Everybody's a free agent.
But don't they have a card coming up?
They had the one card. I'm not sure. I think they had the one card left.
Right.
Yeah, they had one final card they was gonna do, and then after that, that's it. But right now, everybody's a free agent, and that's so crazy, man.
That is
You had
crazy.
all those talents, bro. You had my dude Chris Dickinson, who's an insane talent. That dude got like kickboxing background, MMA background, but he's crazy as hell. You had as we said, Jay Lethal, Jonathan Gresham, Tracy, Tracy Williams. There you go. Red Titus came back because Red Titus always leaves and comes back, leaves and comes back. You know what I mean? Kenny King, who's another talent that I want to see succeed. Bandito, who just won the title. Roosh and Dragon Lee. You know what I mean? Because Roosh and Dragon Lee left AAA. They left AAA, CMLL and them, to just sign with with ROH.
Wow.
They weren't trying to come back. Well, Dragon Lee was in a little bit of a mix up, I think it was, but I know Roosh totally abandoned the contract there. So, you know what I mean? So they were officially ROH guys. So I don't know where they're gonna go. And then you had the women talent who were just picking up too. So I don't know where they're gonna go either. It's a very interesting tale there. Yeah, you got NWA. Yeah, you got NWA. You have Game Changer Wrestling, which some of the ROH talent have been there.
I was about to say, have you guys caught a GCW card? Yo, that is
GCW cards are different.
Yo,
GCW cards are different. I've been watching GCW matches for like I think past 2 years or something like that. Because I didn't know their deathmatch ring was kind of a insane level of deathmatch because they have a guy there who's short by the name of Schlack. He's a short dude, but he's like tattooed up and crazy looking. And this dude was in like the CZW Tournament of Death. And I didn't know a couple of those guys were involved in GCW. And I watched and I said, holy shit. Yo, what? Then they started getting the Japanese dudes from Big Japan. And I'm like, okay. And I know Big Japan because homeboy that kind of lost his mind, what's his name? Drake Younger, who was a ref in NXT. Drake Wirtz, who had the whole QAnon thing. Was it the QAnon thing? Yeah. And he was on that website and, you know,
all that.
His political views and all that stuff. Yeah. He was in that Gina Carano boat. There you go. For his political views. There you go. So he kind of got fired there. But when he was wrestling, he was in that whole deathmatch circus. You know what I mean? So watching all that shit, I was like, oh my God, GCW is insane. And then they buy and people donate weapons to them so they can have their matches. So you got the doors and all this crazy shit. People beating with a bedroom door and all this craziness. So I was like, yo, GCW is where it's at. And, you know, certain wrestlers have their own opportunity to have matches, events. So that's pretty cool.
Yes.
Their last card that they had, which was like maybe a month ago, Moxley showed up.
Yep.
John Moxley showed up, and then right after that, it was announced that he was taking, a leave of absence.
Yeah.
Due
rehab.
to, trying to get himself together.
Right. Props to him, man.
Moxley left AEW, but he started AEW for the most part.
Yeah.
He done had the belt. He been the face. Him and Jericho. I got to give Jericho his credit for lasting this long too.
Jericho is money.
Yes.
Jericho is money. He's awesome on the mic. He's awesome on commentary.
He gets on my damn nerves, but he's still holding it down.
Awesome on the podcast.
Yeah, he's
his podcast. Talking Jericho,
he's the new Ric Flair to me. Jericho's the new Ric Flair. He's been around that
Drinking in, man.
Yo, he's a rocker. He's a rocker.
Rock star. And he's game show host.
Yeah.
Everything. Journalist.
He got that Jericho cruise. He does that cruise ship with the matches. Matches on the cruise ship. All that stuff.
No, he doesn't, does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got the cruise ship.
Yeah, he got the cruise ship, man.
And then
I was telling somebody about that too. I said, yo, a few years ago they used to have, I forgot where it was, but they had the MMA matches on the cruise ship. But they stopped doing that. I was upset. Yeah, I was upset. Kai Kara France, who fights City Kickboxing in Australia. They do the Australian New Zealand type thing. He fought. They discovered him on a cruise ship. He fought
That's
for a
what's up.
title on a cruise ship and won, which is kind of insane because you think about motion sickness and all that stuff.
Right.
You're on a cruise ship, like yo, that's
Yeah.
bonkers, bro. So yeah, that's bonkers.
Yeah, Chris Jericho has hit wrestling god status when
Yes, he is.
your
Yes.
music's not
Yeah.
playing. The music's not playing, and the crowd sings your song.
Yes.
He's over, man. He's over. So you know what I mean.
He's the new
AEW
Flair.
has great talents that be over too. You know what I mean. Him, Orange Cassidy's over. Orange Cassidy's been the funniest conundrum, man. I watched that guy through the Indies a couple years ago, and I never thought he'd be this over.
Yeah.
Ever. Ever.
And then like when Ricky Starks break out on the scene, the crowd went nuts. When you know, you got
Darby
all the other
Allin
guys,
shows up.
Darby Allin, you know,
Yeah.
it's like really, really cool. I mean, yeah, these guys don't have like the big facades, but man, they do draw in a lot of fans, and fans do appreciate what they do.
But you know the crazy thing about AEW? It's more of Tony and my demo.
Yeah.
Whereas WWE, well, at one point they were family orientated, but like you know,
there's a lot of kids. There's a lot of kids that are into the new stuff there.
right?
Yeah, that's what it is. They found their niche, and that's what it is. I think I talked about it before with TJ.
But
TJ, months
Sammy
ago,
G reps Houston very well.
Sammy G is another guy.
The sexy
Talk about
guy.
future talent.
Yes.
The Spanish guy got it here.
The Spanish guy. Yeah, you saw when they wore that.
Great.
You saw when they were wrestling against the Pinnacle, how they're wearing all the jail suits. That you saw Harris County Jail. I was like, he's repping. He's repping.
Yo,
Sammy Guevara is gonna be an amazing talent in the future, man. I'm telling you that
TNT
right now.
belt is definitely the jump off belt to go anywhere.
Yeah, facts. So you know what I mean. Sammy's still young, man.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens there. And you know they're working some of these things with a New Japan, a little bit of New Japan talent coming here and there, and I like that because New Japan's somewhat was in a same situation like ROH, where because of the COVID hurt them bad. Right. COVID hurt them bad. People don't understand how bad COVID really hurt them, man.
COVID messed
with
up
the events, the lack of the crowds, a lot of stuff. You know, you see WWE managed to come back, and AEW managed to have their shows and come back, but New Japan, ooh boy. So you know they
that's why Vince getting all that money back, paying for all them flat screens he had in the audience.
Yeah.
That's why he had to get that money on them flat screens.
But the cool thing about it, though, like with AEW, like little by little, like they had like some fans, you know, like relatives, friends, and family of
they've
the
worked
wrestlers,
that,
sitting in the stands and everything. That's
the one thing I gave them credit for. They started putting them in there and slowly putting them in there.
Yeah.
And then you got the
WWE was
locker room
watching
being fans.
Yeah, and they see WWE watching with their binoculars, like, how they doing this? This is impossible. How they doing this? We got to try this. But nah, what we going to do with these screens? So they said, yo, we got
I know, like, all in the front row is, like, all, like, the 60-inch DOP TVs. And
Word. So it's like, my God, man. So they eventually knew they had to bring in fans, so they slowly waited and got it done, man. But yo, I'm telling you, it's interesting, man. And now you see New Japan trying to get their rhythm back, and now you see their talents are everywhere now. Their talents are everywhere. You see them in Impact. You see them on AEW. You're seeing them through the Indies here and there. You're gonna see them in the UK. You're seeing them, man. Osprey's supposed to be coming back. Sad to see Kota Ibushi was out. You know what I mean? Kota went and injured himself in the final, the G1 final. Jesus Christ! If anything summed up New Japan's year, it was definitely that final. Kazuchika Okada versus this dude, and the match had to be stopped because this dude was injured in mid match. Yeah. Kota Ibushi, one of your most over wrestlers gets injured, boy. Shoulder injury, bad. Damn, son, you can't ask for a worse situation.
Nope.
Right.
So you know what I mean. So you gotta hope they come back there. They get back in the you know what I mean in their straights and whatnot. But Osprey's back over there. Kazuchika's gonna still continue to be that guy for them. Um, I'm just looking to see now what's gonna happen. As far as the wrestling circles go or whatever, GCW and where the ROH talent gonna go with them.
Mm-hmm.
All these other places. Uh, while women of wrestling need female talent because they got that CBS deal. Is it the CBS deal stuff like
Yeah,
that?
CBS.
So we're gonna see what happens with them because they looking to get Blanchard back. I hope to see a couple more
They
women.
get
They better
Blanchard
pick up
and
Taya
Tegan
Valkyrie. You better get Taya.
Tegan Knox. I mean, now she's available and a couple
You
others.
gotta get
But
Taya.
yeah,
Taya.
Taya Valkyrie.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that'll elevate the women. That elevate the women right
the
there.
former Frankie Monet. There you go. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Her there, and a couple other these female talents there.
Yeah, that's the one that's a head scratcher. It's like, why sign her if she hadn't even been there a year yet?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
So what was the point of bringing her in?
They try to bring these people in, yeah, for the money and
Mm-hmm.
opportunity, so other people can't get them.
Right.
This was WWE's one big problem, one big thing they did, but also one big problem because before COVID, they thought they had it in the bag. You see, they made the money, so they would have made the money and been able to keep these people. But because the money wasn't hitting the way it was supposed to, then they started letting people go. But now you're able to bring talent now, and you can raise the new direction is trying to get these new talent, these homegrown talent, instead of picking up talent from the indies.
Right.
So you can invest those guys, you can invest more in those talents. They'll listen and you can teach them the work. You know what I mean? The way of the wrestling without them adjusting and all that stuff. You don't have to have the headaches, whatever. They're not gonna argue with you about their character yet because they're homegrown talent. They appreciate you for doing
They
what you
hungry.
did. You know what I
Right.
They
mean?
hungry. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
And they'll go ahead with the deals and the money and all that stuff. They're getting paid. Unlike the indies,
Yeah.
the indie stars who know what they're doing. You know what I mean? The already established talent that know what they're doing. So, Frankie was
Yeah.
there, and they let her go. They let her go, which was kind of ridiculous. And then I thought,
Which is dumb.
if Frankie left, then I knew Morrison was gonna leave, and
Because
they released
he
Morrison.
probably asked that of it because because if you were gonna bring me back, I mean like if I was a pro wrestler and you bring like I've been gone away from the company, you bring me back.
Yeah,
The only incentive is, all right, if I come back, I better have that championship.
Yeah,
exactly,
they do that, but they
Because
do
if
that.
you're
That's the way they give it. You
exactly.
got to think of something else. That's an old gimmick right now.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know, but that's the main goal. That's the main goal of being in the WWE is to be the top guy. If you're not going to give me the shot
yep.
for being a top guy, then why I'm not going to waste my time.
And one of
205
the
million per year.
And one of the big things was that if Miz left, and once Miz left, I said, "Damn, you don't see Morrison on TV, you know Morrison's gonna be gone, man."
Right.
Because
And
it was
Morrison
Miz
came
and
back. They brought him
Morrison.
back to finish out his contract. You know, Miz was going to
Yep.
hold him down with that. They were tag team partners. I got that.
And Miz is gonna come back, and Miz will probably be a part timer when he returns because
Yeah, the
he's
mid
up there in age too. So
Yeah.
that's gonna
and
be
what
that.
he's not even 40 yet. Miz is not even 40.
Miz
Exactly,
got
but
the kids.
he's gonna be one of those guys, man. He's one of those
Miz
guys.
Miz I could say is probably like the next Jericho
Yep.
because he's done
Yes.
acting.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
good on the mic, damn good on the mic. He's really good at commentary. I mean, the guy hosts as well, so it's like he's
Yeah, and he's good
falling
at
to like
promoting the
Jericho.
product. And he's good
Yeah,
at promoting the product for sure. You know what I mean? Even though I'm tired of all those
and
damn Marine movies, but still, yeah,
I mean,
he got.
I'm a Miz fan. When he's a heel, God, I love him when he's a heel.
You know
Because
what I
that's
mean?
when
Yeah,
and when he was on Talking Smack, oh man, he would like let it all out, and that's what
and yeah,
draws
man.
really good ratings because everyone's like, oh my gosh,
And yep,
wow,
you see those, you see that money that they're making, And that's all they got to
2.5
produce
minutes.
product. That's all they got to do. Make product. That's it.
That's it.
They don't care. You could complain and be like, "Yo, it's doo-doo product." Guess what? They're making that much money off of the product,
The
man.
catch is they got the audience. That's why.
That's what it
They
is,
got the
yeah.
audience. Yeah,
And
they
it's
got
not,
the
and it's
audience.
to help, and it's to help with our age. It's the young kids.
You're right.
The
Right.
young kids are all into it. That's what it is. So those
They
little
got to
dudes,
have it. I mean,
Yeah,
after 30
they
days
want
of
to keep
watching,
it.
I'm
They want to
almost
keep it
through.
PG. I mean,
yeah, you know what I
WWE's
mean.
gonna stay PG.
And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, let's do it." And they can get their moms
But
and their dads, "Yo, but order this for
yeah,
me. I want to watch it. I want to do
but
this."
I have noticed though, like WWE is starting to let the B word slip in,
Yeah.
ass, and
Mm.
Yeah.
Yep.
they're starting to go back to like TV 14.
Yep.
Well,
That's what that. And that's
WCW
what they're
did
gonna
it.
do. Because they said they're gonna
WCW did it,
redo
and now WWE
NXT.
letting it ride. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna redo NXT. They
AEW's
said
all in there.
they're
Yeah,
gonna relaunch NXT again. So be
to
Again?
here for that.
3.0
Yep.
to 3.0.
There
Seriously,
you go.
They're gonna
3.0?
redo it again.
$1 billion for
I'm
5
telling you that
years.
right now because that's what I heard. They're gonna do it again.
That's the one I was talking
They're
about,
gonna
Tate. That
rebrand it
Peacock deal.
Yeah.
again.
That's the one I saw. I didn't see the other two. Good God, have mercy.
So, so be on the lookout for that one. Yeah, they have to. They're gonna end up relaunching it again, man, because to remake it again because they're gonna bring back a lot more younger talent. And you see how some of these guys are gonna move. Some of those guys from the main roster are gonna move down to NXT. Some of those NXT dudes are gonna probably move up the roster, move up to the
And
main
not gonna do
roster,
anything.
and they'll launch a couple new guys into the NXT. I mean the NXT
Well,
fold. There you go.
That's what Finn Balor did.
already Sequoia, if he goes to the main roster, he's gonna be on SmackDown to be a part of the Bloodline and be with his family.
Probably they're gonna have that guy work a little bit though, because
Because I mean,
there's a lot of great talent
it's pretty
in
cool.
that
Like
boy.
with Solo Sequoia. I mean, he's got the blonde hair to pay tribute to his dad. He had his right hand taped to pay tribute to his uncle Umaga.
Yeah.
And then like just and everybody's like when it's pointless to give him a name when everybody knows who he's related to. Because every time when he
Yep.
comes out, you hear the crowd going ooh so, ooh so, ooh so. So it's
Yeah,
like,
and
why
people.
are you going to give him some character name when people already know who he is?
Right.
Yep. And he was one of the guys, you know what I mean, with him and them that kind of brought the change in the Usos wardrobe. So you got to think about that one too, man. Usos came from that I'm on top to the jeans, the nice ups, you know what I mean? They come through,
Right.
they flash it out, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. So that's a pretty good look for them. And NXT has a lot of good young talent, man. A lot of good talent.
And
But they just look so weird, bro.
I was really hoping like
Weird.
Nia Jax and Tamina would go to SmackDown and be like the first females in the bloodline because that you got the family right there.
Yeah. I thought so too, man. But
That's the
Jax don't
dynasty.
want to get vaccinated, so they said, "Nah, man, get out of here. Get the vax, you come back." Like,
Sasha Banks is still around and she's not vaxxed.
Right.
But Sasha
So
Banks brings this,
Yes.
and as long as she brings this, we gonna exclude you from the scenario. That's
then,
what it is.
oh yeah,
That's what it is.
speaking of that, I sent Tony a clip earlier.
What's up?
Pretty much like OSHA is not enforcing the whole mandatory vax because they look at it. Hey, they're pretty much
Oh
like
yeah. I heard about that. Yeah,
I've been seeing it all weekend.
the
He's
court's
sending
been
the
saying
whole
that.
country.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been seeing it.
yeah, and then pretty much like a lot of these CEOs are going, look, man, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna spend the money on the test. It's just kind of like, look, we're gonna go back to normal. We're done. We're
yeah.
spent.
I told
Everybody's
everybody
like,
about it, but next summer
Because
this
that's
mess is
what it
gonna be
is.
over with. It's gonna be over with by next year.
That's what's gonna come down to, man. Money's to be had, man, in this world. And after last year, man, everybody gotta try to make their money, and these businesses gotta run. Businesses gotta run, man, at the expense of whoever. You know what I
yeah,
mean? We touched on that before with the vaccinations.
Right.
And you have people who could cover, but then again, it comes down to the specialists and those people who really know their no in these certain companies and
because
these
a
businesses.
lot of the a lot of
know?
independent media, they're just they're saying like they're doing all the reports. Like a lot of companies are fed up, and then pretty much like everybody just tuned out Fauci because Fauci's like, if we're gonna be back to normal, that count has to be under 10,000. It's like
And it's
no,
like, yo, how many times? Yeah. I mean, how
we
longer
don't.
could we live in a bubble?
People
And
are
look at
just like
every
Like
other
a
they don't
country.
dog.
care.
Look at every other country who's dealing with this and how they've
They're
managed.
fighting. Other citizens they're fighting back. They're like, screw this, man. We're
You know
going
what I
back to
mean?
do.
That's what
We're gonna
everybody's
do what
saying.
we
Yeah,
want to
they have
do.
to get this mess. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Australia had that Omega freaking concert a few months back and freaking you know what I mean? They had like 40 something thousand people in a freaking crowd or something like that.
And then
Like, yo,
like
what?
Austria, and then Austria, they just now they're saying for those that are not vaccinated, you're in lockdown.
Nah,
I'm
you
like,
Word.
see what else?
really?
You see what else happened in Austria?
What happened?
If you get the vaccine, you get 30 minutes with a prostitute.
Oh
See, you gotta bribe people to get the
yo,
vax.
yo,
You
the
gotta
game
do
is
What?
bribery.
strong in
That
Australia.
What?
You want a computer?
in
I
Yo,
got time. Look
Germany.
that shit up, bro. If you get the vaccine, they give you 30 minutes for the prostitute, straight up. And
Stop
then I asked
playing.
yo,
Helga about it. She was like, "Yeah, it's true."
yo.
I mean,
About to hide
it's
my
bad
Vax
enough.
documents, fly over
Ba-
there, talk
it
about,
was bad
let me get
enough.
that Vax once.
Yeah, it was bad enough that Ohio, the governor said, "You get the jab, you're going to be put into a raffle to win $1 million."
Somebody
Yes.
Feel
won.
like you're
I
bribing
remember
me,
that.
and then in New York, you got De Blasio saying if you get the jab, you get like what 6 months to a year of free Steak and Shake.
Yo, they
Steak
was
and
Yeah,
shit.
offering.
yeah, Steak
I mean,
Shack, Shake Shack.
Joe will
Take
tell
Shake
you
Shack.
they was offering free train rides.
Yeah,
Not that type of train ride. They were offering Krispy Kreme donuts.
I get mine.
They were offering uh, a can of
Yo,
beer.
they were giving out money at one point.
Yes, there was.
We was getting
Yes,
like what?
That's
It
North
was like
$100.
somewhere
Carolina was
between
giving out money.
100
Yes.
and like 500. Then
North
they were
Carolina
doing
was
like
giving out money.
1,200 for the people
Yeah,
that wanted to do like the study, the case studies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're giving out like 12, 1,300. Now, kids, if you get vaccinated, you
fuck
get
yeah.
$100.
You get
Your
$100.
kid gets
See,
$100 if you.
and see that further pushes me far away from doing the
Yep.
jab. It's like everybody's giving me shit about the jab, and I'm like, it's heavily political. Now you're bribing folks to get the jab. I'm getting hounded by it day in day out. It's like, guys, the more you hound me, the more I'm not going to do it.
Hey Joe, I'm gonna take a
What's up?
picture next time, maybe on Monday when I'm at Penn Station. You got to see the line for Penn Station for getting the jab. They have it right down there. And
What?
dirty ass Penn Station.
I know Penn Station, bro.
Yo, it's dirty man. They got a tent.
Oh my God.
You sitting there. They next thing you know, boom, boom. Here you go. Get on out.
You can't do that, man. That's where all the weirdos hang out at,
I
man.
know. I'm standing there waiting for my train, and I'm like, yo, what is this over here? Like, why is this happening like this? Like, and I'm like, oh my goodness, they waiting for the vax. I said, yo, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
man. Yo, back when I was in high school, we was over there trying to get a ride to what was it? We was planning a trip to go to Six Flags, so we was gonna get on there to get the Greyhound buses around there. So there was this dude that rolled up there. I'll never forget it. Homeboy was in a wheelchair, and this man said, "Yo, I met Lupe Fiasco," and and this man was talking about how dude was like he was the inspiration for Lupe to make Kick Push. I said, wait, what?
Don't take credit for
Lupe
that song unless you read
Fiasco.
it. Listen, you don't take credit for that song unless you
Man
read
said,
it.
look at me. Man was doing beats and he started spinning. He said, yo, I inspired this dude, man, Lupe Fiasco to do Kick Push. I said, don't you see? Look, check this out. So man took his leg, he kicked and pushed himself in the wheelchair. Talking about, see, kick, push.
Oh
I
God.
inspired that man. And we was like, yeah, all right, bro. And we just left.
Yeah.
True story, dog. True story.
Ted and JoJo, y'all haven't done a meetup yet since y'all live in New York?
Nah, not
yet.
man. We're gonna get
Not
it done.
yet.
We're gonna get it
Oh
done.
wait,
Don't
y'all are
worry
still in
about
lockdown.
Oh, you got jokes. You got jokes.
Yo, Brian.
Uh-huh.
Where Brian be talking bull crap.
Hey,
Brian over there, he think he got jokes.
The fact it's hard to catch Ted. I can attest to that, honestly.
Yo, I called Joe one day because we had a game out in the Bronx, and I was like, yo, Joe, I'm out in Soundview. I was like, yo, I have no idea where you are. But Joe was busy.
yeah. Then I heard that. Then I heard Tony was there, and I was like, "Wait, what? Tony's out here?" I said, "Why ain't nobody told me this?"
Yo,
I'm like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, we gotta get that done today, man. We gotta get that done today.
Only thing I'm gonna say is, Smoke drove Smoke drove to Brooklyn to go see Tony.
Wow.
And he made sure to call me to let me know. He said, yo, I just drove to go see him. It was jammed with traffic on the Belt Parkway.
On the Belt, yeah, the Belt.
Yeah.
Belt
oh my god.
I said, what?
And I told him, I said, traffic tight, don't worry about it. He said, no, I'm on my way. I said, all right.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I came up there, I hit everybody up. I said, yo, I'm in New York. I don't want to hear it. So fuck y'all at. What's going on?
Yeah.
KRS,
you right.
baby,
I can't
KRS.
say
Word.
Yeah, I did. I came up in there. I'm not saying I'm number one. Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and
5.
Oh my
God. Y'all guys are riot, man. Y'all are riot. Oh,
if I ever come to New York, I'd be like, all right, I'm on my way. Just give me 45 more minutes.
Shit. I know where I'm gonna stay.
Be out here like welcome to New York, Brian.
Brian.
Word, Brian. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny because like my roommate, my best friend Kenny, he was like, yeah, man. He was like, dude, he goes, if your dumbass would get vaxxed, we could go to New York. And I just went. I was like, you know what, man? I was like, I'm just gonna stick to the red states.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll just visit the red states, and when all this bullshit flows over, then I'll go out to New York.
Word. No, I think we're looking at another year.
Nah, it'll be done by the summer.
You don't think so?
By the summer, it'll be over. People will stop caring.
Yeah, I think by the summer, man. I think by the summer. It would have to take something drastic for us to go through a whole other year.
We could all meet up in Vegas. We could all meet up in Vegas.
Y'all trying to get us locked up. I'm not going to Vegas with y'all. I told James already, I'm not going to jail with you fools.
Look. If all of us together, we have a better chance of staying out of jail because think about it. If we left James unattended in Vegas,
we ain't got his bail money. He got his own bail
what's
money.
more of a risk? Us together hanging out or James by himself hanging out?
Get all of us, and they got enough cameras to know where we ran to. I'm trying to tell you, I've been out there, bad boy. I've been out there. We're getting locked up.
Yeah, I've been
James
there.
Gonna ride a bull.
So
He's gonna talk shit to somebody when he drunk.
I've been
We're
there.
gonna have to carry him, and then we all going to jail. I'm telling you, I already know what happens.
I've heard things and I've seen things, so I know. I mean, Vegas is a trip. You gotta be real careful, man.
You ain't got enough money. Rule number 1: you ain't got enough money.
I'll speak with y'all off camera about Vegas. I'm not saying anything on camera.
Oh man. Yeah.
He's like this one time I kind of got a little overzealous and I fell into Caesar's Palace front, the little fountains in the front of Caesar's Palace. I kind of lost my balance, got wet.
Man, Ted about to say, yo, you ever watched The Hangover? That first one? Bro,
Vegas or was you in
nothing
Thailand?
like beyond that. You guys say beyond that.
Man, I remember I got
Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Hey, yo, Ted, Palomino, baby.
Yes.
Oh no. Now I'm curious.
He had green eyes with a French accent.
Man
I said,
said,
I'll be right back.
Man said crazy horse.
Crazy horse.
I know about Suze. Suze is crazy. That's all I know.
Suze is crazy.
Man.
Suze is insane, boy. I remember Zab Judah used to always be in Suze.
Oh my God.
They used to talk about Zab Judah always living.
Oh my Jesus. The penthouse.
Zab Judah used to live in Suze.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Joe and Zab Judah used to live in Suze, man. I said, Jesus Christ.
Man.
That's where most of Zab Judah's money went to, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's really bad. The only
bottle service.
What's really bad is like every time when I go to Vegas, that's like the only time I ever get so hammered where I'm zombie walking.
Jeez.
It ain't safe, bro. It ain't safe down there.
I mean, like I traveled everywhere else, San Diego, LA, and all that. I mean, I'm fine, 2-3 drinks, but then when I go to Vegas, it's just, yeah, let me have another one. I'm like, 250 bar tab, no big deal.
What?
Yeah.
250 on the ball.
You just lose your mind.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one time I got so drunk at the Coyote Ugly at the New York, that I was staying at the Excalibur, and they already closed. I'm like, all right, I can make it. I just got to cross the bridge.
I've been to Coyote Ugly. I know what you're talking about.
I got to cross the bridge. Man, the moment I opened that door and that wind hit, I was in trouble. Because even though crossing it is like 50 yards or so, that 50 yards, I mean, my perception was like,
yeah.
What?
Dude, I was hanging on the rail like, I could get through this. I could get through this. Dude, it felt like 2 hours to get to my room.
Oh my God.
I don't know how long it took me, but it felt like 2 hours because I'm like, man, I'm still trying to make it to my room.
You was at the MGM.
I had that feeling, boy.
No, I was at the Excalibur.
So where was you walking across the bridge to?
From New York, New York.
To New York.
Yeah, New York, go to Excalibur. Yeah, you got to cross the bridge. And I'm sitting there like,
across the street. Yeah. I think about the other bridge.
Oh my God, yeah. That felt like
the homeless sit on the bridges now. They was about to jack your
ass. Damn near, yeah.
I was out there.
I had cash on me.
All over the place out there now, boy.
Jesus Christ.
Weed all in the air.
It felt like 2 hours to get back to my room. I mean, like, just the whole time I'm like holding on to the rail. I'm like, I could do this. It's not that far. Come on, we could do it. I'm like, come on, we could do this. We could do this. I can do this. But then by the time I make it to my room, I'm like, all right, cool, I made it. I kick off my shoes. I lay down on my bed. Next thing I felt that. I'm like, oh no. Then I tried getting up. I couldn't walk, so I crawled, dragging my legs to the bathroom and just unloaded in the toilet. And then I just passed out. I just passed out on the bathroom floor.
Hell no.
After that, man, I was like, man, the rest of the day I was drinking nothing but milk. I went to like the breakfast buffet just drinking milk. You want any food, sir? No, just give me milk. My throat hurts. It hurt to talk. It hurt to swallow.
Yeah, that's the worst, bro.
I was like, oh, yeah, more milk.
Yeah, acid burn.
Word.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. I mean, I had to like write on the napkin, more milk.
Damn.
More milk.
Leave the bottle, please.
Right?
God damn, man.
But ever since then, I'm like, 2 drinks.
Hell no.
Word.
I can't for 30 minutes.
But I mean, if we all do a meetup in Vegas, man, it'll be fun.
No, that'd be fun.
It would be fun.
Definitely. You hit the tables. Spend a good little.
I'm on the crap table. I'm gonna be on the crap table. I'm just telling you right now. It's the first place I'm going.
I'll be at the roulette.
I'll be over there when I finish.
I still gotta learn how to play craps, but I mean, I am learning how to play Texas Hold'em too. So I'll be either at the roulette table or Texas Hold'em.
Some poker and some Hold'em. Let's go.
Yep.
And then we'll celebrate by riding Mechanical Bull over at Gillies at Treasure Island.
Oh shit!
I think I saw where that bull was at.
What's up, Theo?
Theo, what's happening, player?
What's going on, Theo?
You found your way, man. I seen the other day. I got that notification. You followed, bro. Trying to find everybody. Like everybody. Some of the people are still on the app, but it's like people still trying to find their way, man.
It's getting
They
annoying.
can't even log in.
Yeah.
They can't even log in.
Jason hit me up the other day telling me that he was trying to. I told him, yo, delete your app and reinstall it because I had that same problem with my phone, so I had to do that. And then I seen, you know what's crazy? I read the what is it? What's that joint they say? You know what I mean? Leave your
Community
what is it?
guideline? Community
No,
guideline, the white paper.
No. You know, when you download the apps and it has the
ratings.
The what?
Acceptable use policy.
The comments. You know the comments? The comments they leave?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I seen one of Mike's sponsors, Kick Your Bass, who's pretty cool dude. He left a comment there, and I don't know if you're familiar with her homegirl Desiree that was on here. Yeah, she left a comment there too. I was reading it, and I was reading a couple other people that was on there that talk about they got to leave the app now because it's complicated. It's hard. They can't download stuff. You know what I mean? They can't download the app. The app is totally different. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They lost their following. You know what I mean? Their subs and all that stuff. And it's kind of a really situation.
We got an update right now.
There's another update.
This one right now, yeah, I'm about to hit it right now.
The only thing that's annoying to me is just like how many times I have to resubscribe to people. I mean, like Ted, I resubscribed to you 4 times already since this launched.
I know.
Ted had that problem with me already.
Yep.
I mean, like,
Ted was yo,
resubscribing to John.
I'm like, you know what?
Resubscribing to Theo.
Word.
Ted, resubscribing to Ted. It's so annoying. Resubscribing to Mike for the 5th time.
But I mean, we all already following each other, so I mean that's going to get fixed up in about another week probably. Yeah. It's only been a week.
Yeah.
Because when I went live, people was popping up. I'm like, damn, at least you know I'm here.
Right.
Yeah.
Some people popping up. True.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like when Tony and I we were talking about it, we're just like, you know, okay, yeah, you know, they have a laundry list of things they got to fix, but on the main important part is we're all still here. We can still interact,
right?
Minus the special things that we had, but at least we can still see each other. We can still talk.
I actually had to look for you guys.
Wow. No, I mean, you got to go over to where it says share stream and type the names in, or even up top of the search bar. Right. Yeah, we can find each other. We're still connected. Yeah, all of us are still connected. We just can't see it.
Yeah.
Where before I would say, yo, Brian is streaming right now. I'm like, okay, let me go over and go screw with him.
Yep.
But it is starting to slow down up there. It's starting to slow down up here for real.
It shows up a list of people who are up there. Then a whole bunch of new people who are on the, you know what I mean, on the platform. People I never seen before on the platform, and I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? How did you get all these people? Like, yo, what? And you just got on here. Fuck out of here. Who are these people? These mystery, these mystery people. Like, yo, I don't know, man. But we're gonna try to figure that out, man.
Yeah.
But I know, it give me a little bit of the Periscope vibe. You know what I mean? Brian was talking to me yesterday. He goes, "Yo, it gives you that Periscope vibe." I'm like, "Yeah,
well, because you had your picture. That way. You had your picture.
Yeah, I did just the picture.
The only thing that was missing was like the little speaker wave.
Yeah. So I did that, and I was like, "Damn!" I remember I used to do this. I used to do those types of broadcasts once in a blue. And then that's when I started finding my niche on Periscope of broadcasting fights and whatnot. But before that, I used to just do that, yeah. So I was like, yeah, I could relate. Starting from nothing and then moving your way up. So I was like, yeah, that'll be the challenge, but it's worth it. I've enjoyed my time here so far. I ain't gonna let that quit now. Yeah, keep it going.
I mean, you know, okay, 4 people versus 8. Okay, fine.
Right.
But we could all go like in a rotation.
Me and Brian been bugging out up here. I don't care.
Yeah, we've been having fun.
Word, man. Word. I see, man. I peep. I see. I got my eye on y'all. I be watching.
We were like,
I be watching y'all.
Man, we were laughing so hard. I mean,
yeah, man.
Shit up
that joint y'all was on the other day had me rolling, bro.
Glick.
I jumped on this man talking about the kilt. Talking about Tony put on a kill.
And this motherfucker going to vote out of nowhere. I didn't even know he was on the chat. I'm like, really, JoJo?
Yeah.
I see you talk.
That shit had
Theo.
me dying. That shit had me dying, man.
And then
we be having fun, man. That's what it's about. We be having fun up here more than anything. I ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of funny though. It's like Glick had his moment, then I had my botch, and I got hammered on my botch, and then Tony botched, and he's getting hammered on his botch.
I'm like,
oh my god.
But it was kind of funny that it was kind of funny. Like Helen goes, "Now I'm gonna go log off and go cry in my pillow," and then all of a sudden I go to Tony. I'm like, "Ready, aim, fire, duh, duh." And he's like, "Shut up, Brian."
Then I was mad I didn't get my dinner the other night. I was pissed.
Oh
Yeah.
damn. Word though.
Oh yeah, that was kind of funny. I was like, "Yeah, I made a sandwich." Unlike somebody, I was like, I made a sandwich other than and saving money on a delivery. Fuck you, Brian.
Jackass.
Oh shoot!
I told you gonna make a grilled cheese sandwich. I don't want a grilled cheese. I want my salad.
You know what's crazy? I ate a grilled cheese sandwich before I got on here. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh,
I know, like the whole
night.
time he's like, "Man, my delivery. Where's my delivery?" I'm like, "Dude, just make a sandwich." I don't want. He's like,
you don't
"You don't
understand,
understand the salad. It's the salad."
Salad. You ain't seen this salad, bro. I told y'all, Google this shit. Wild Chef salad from Wild Wing Cafe. Wait till you see that monster. You're gonna see why I was pissed.
What salad?
It's called the Wild Chef salad from Wild Wing Cafe. It's got shrimp, chicken, ham, bacon bits, 3 types of cheese.
You can stop right there, sir.
Nah, I'm not gonna stop because y'all understand
that
my
sounds
fury.
insane.
You
That sounds
don't
insane.
understand my fury. Next time you talk to Smoke,
All right, here's the question now. Here's the question now. Do you throw on the dressing?
Italian dressing.
So what's your dressing?
Italian
Damn, bro.
And wait, and then I put the Lowry seasoning salt on top of it.
Oh!
With the black pepper.
Oh man! I own me some Lowry's out here too, man. I got me some Lowry's. You can't fail with Lowry's, man.
You can't.
Lowry, that all season salt.
Yes.
Hell yeah, man. That joint just got everything. That joint just hit, man.
Well,
that Lowry salt is something different.
All right. At least that's more acceptable than A1 or Heinz 57.
See, we're gonna start this again.
Yeah, see, yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
We're gonna start this again. We're gonna start this again. You got beef for people that put steak sauce and Heinz 57 on their steaks, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I do this though. I will do that. I told them Outback had a dope steak. If you ever get a chance, go to Outback, get that bourbon sirloin. I'm telling y'all, it's the truth. I had it the other night.
Yeah, Outback Steakhouse.
Next time I go to Outback,
they have some fire steaks though, man.
They do.
They do.
Outback
they really
and
do.
Longhorn got fire steaks.
Yo,
they really do
inexpensive.
for them, yeah. For their money, you know what I mean? Outback Steakhouse really be delivering,
it's inexpensive, man. I mean, you might think of it as like fast food for like steaks and like for like steakhouses, but it's pretty good.
It's dope.
What do you mean Longhorn? I mean, when he said that there's Longhorn Steakhouse, I'm like, okay, good. That's a start.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Longhorn.
Not to be played with. That Longhorn steak is not to be played with.
Because where Brian at, they got them 48 and them 72-ounce steaks and all that craziness. You know what I mean?
They got the whole cow leg
steaks. You know
up in Amarillo.
They be smoking the whole cow leg and shit, looking at us like, "What you doing with that piece of shit?"
I know, right? We're like, come on, man.
Word. They take his whole rib cage, man. Smoke that joint. Throw that in the lowest slow. Talk about here we go, y'all.
Oh my God!
Come on, man! They rub that down with the mustard base and hit the
yeah, because like my roommate and I, we smoked beef ribs that was like the size of my forearm.
Yeah, Christ.
We got to go to Texas, y'all. We got to go to Texas to get some steak. I'll do that.
Yeah, they call it dino
ribs.
ribs
Before. Yeah, because those things are mutant, man. Jesus.
When TJ was here, I took him to one of the barbecue spots and I had a beef rib, and TJ's eyes was like, "Are you fucking serious?" I'm like,
"It's one rib, dog. It's one rib.
One rib.
One rib. Yeah. Let me just get one rib."
I mean, look.
I'll give you 50
There's your
cents
proof.
point in my head.
There's your
That
proof.
shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Yo, and they're pricey, man. To get your hands on some regular
These are
ribs
like
to cook,
$50
beef ribs.
Yeah, that's
for
$50.
four.
It's expensive, man. But
Look at
$50.
it's
That's
worth
prime.
it.
That's
Yeah.
prime.
It's worth it, man.
Not them beef ribs, Theo. I ain't gonna lie, they ain't got no meat on
Yeah.
that bone, but damn.
And then look at that.
Pork ribs are overrated, but beef
Jiggle,
ribs.
jiggle,
Oh, look
jiggle.
at the brisket.
Mhm.
Oh,
Look at
Oh,
the juices
Lord.
just dripping out. Look at the
that is
juices dripping
disrespectful.
Oh,
out.
Lord.
That is disrespectful.
Yeah,
Lord.
jiggle, 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 jiggle,
That
jiggle.
is-
The other day I was just watching this damn was it Wagyu? This Wagyu brisket. I said, Lord, bro.
That's the grind we talking
Lord,
about.
what
He's
is
straight
this?
He's straight.
What is this? Wagyu
got
and picanha. They got that
Oh,
picanha,
oh
that
man,
Brazil cut.
picanha
Oh,
is
God.
insane. Picanha is insane. It's
They-
the Brazilian steak.
They got a Wagyu picanha, bro.
Mhm.
What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
So if you ever want to try out, like go to crowdcow.com and they do sell authentic. They put the certification on it because right there, that's Wagyu right there. And my friend sold her house in order to celebrate. She bought 3 strips, Wagyu strips.
Nice.
And my God, dude, the flavor, it is as advertised. It is retarded.
Also,
I've
if
been
you
into
guys
it.
don't,
I'm like,
if you guys don't know, if you guys also don't know, and you want to try to not to spend nothing crazy, hit your nearest Costco. They selling Wagyu, dog. But
I
you just
heard.
gotta,
Oh, okay.
you gotta look there. They sell Wagyu.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey. It's reasonable though for the weight and whatever. But yeah,
And then
man,
they
if you're
have-
trying to
yeah.
spend that bread, go to where Brian's telling you.
The
and
last
then
store
and then
that
they,
I
and then
stopped
they
in
and
was
then they
Buster.
have and then some grocery stores are selling American Wagyu where you got a Wagyu
Yes.
cow with an Angus cow breeding.
Yeah, yeah,
And you could probably get those on average between, like, if you get a strip cut American Wagyu, you probably get it for like $31 to $35 for one.
yeah.
But it's worth it, if you
Yeah.
want to do it every now and then.
That's what's
Yep.
up.
Some people they get the they go ahead and get the the big chunk and then they go ahead and cut their pieces themselves, cut the
Right.
sizes themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Ted.
For the save, for the little bit of the save.
Drew was
Yeah,
telling me
man.
about that. He was telling me about that. He was going nuts, and I'm just like, all right, I'm getting off the phone with you.
Yeah.
You get the ribeye. You get a Wagyu ribeye. You get that big chunk there, man. You can just cut your slices, man. Cut your pieces, and go ahead and just store those.
Yeah.
Get that yeah. That airtight packaging, you know what I mean? Get your airtight packaging and just keep those things.
Priceless.
Yeah.
There you go,
Facts,
Ted, right
man.
there.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Priceless.
man. I'm trying to get my
They're
hands
having
on
a
some of that
sale.
stuff. Trying to get Wagyu beef. I'm trying to cop ostrich eggs. I'm trying to do different things for
Ostrich
2022.
eggs.
Yeah, dog. I'm trying to buy me an ostrich egg, son. I'm trying to see what that's like. I want to see what that's like.
Broadcast
I
over.
want to
I
live.
want to thank
I
y'all.
want to live
Appreciate you,
balling.
Ted. Appreciate you, Brian. Appreciate you, the super syllable sportscaster. This dude been watching too much Dave Chappelle. He can't get a dinosaur. He gonna get an ostrich egg. The biggest
I'm
damn
gonna get an ostrich egg, dog. We got an ostrich egg. I've had
so
duck.
gangster.
I've had regular chicken eggs. I've had rare chicken eggs. I've had duck eggs. I'm trying to get ostrich eggs, man. I'm tired of being teased, man. Trying to get the
My
ostrich,
stomach
dog.
up now. My stomach's
Trying
starting
to
hurt.
level up, bro. Trying to level up.
Yo.
Ostrich
And then
eggs.
on top of that, get some gator tail. Get some
Right.
gator tail.
Word,
man.
that too,
Look.
dog. You trying to get that gator meat,
Yo,
man.
I'm
Trying to
starving
get
now.
some gator tail.
Listen.
Trying to get
And
some
then you stay around
gator.
the corner. You stay around the corner from old girl with the Cambodian breast milk. You ain't fooling nobody.
We try to get gator tail. We try to get gator tail. We try to get ostrich. We try to get
Stop it.
what is that joint? Oh my god, what is it? I forgot the other animal, man. I heard about. Ah man, I don't know. But I'm trying to get some of that Iberico pork too, man. Some of them Iberico pigs.
I don't even know what
trying
that
to get
is.
some of that
I
too.
don't even know what that is.
That's like the next level of pig.
Word,
Like
man. That's
you got
next
like
level
Duroc
quirkiness,
pig.
dog.
What I tell
Duroc
you about
pigs are
those
good too.
syllables? Iberico pig. All I know is fat pig belly and warthog. You went Iberico. I don't even know what this shit.
Iberico, dog. You don't know about that? Iberico,
Hell
man.
no.
Iberico pigs, man. The Iberico Steakhouse, was it? Is it? Yeah.
Oh my
Ted, you
god.
never had
They
a
got
gator
the
tail?
joint.
I've never had gator tail.
Oh my god.
I'm not eating
You
that
gotta
shit,
come down to
man.
Louisiana, man.
No alligators, no
I've had
turtles.
iguana. You never had iguana? I've had iguana.
No, I haven't.
It's a cultural thing. That's why.
Which
Okay.
culture?
You gotta remember.
We're
I'm Guyanese,
opening
man.
we're opening new
Okay,
doors for
you
Ted.
Guyanese.
Just come on through, sir.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So
Iguana.
that's the thing, dog. They have iguana, man.
I will
You catch
say
them joints.
I will say this after having a wagyu steak, it's
Why
hard to
you
go back
laugh?
to
You catch them joints.
after having a wagyu steak, dude. It's
Facts.
hard to go
Them
back to a
long-ass
regular
fingers.
steak.
They be holding on the trees
Yeah.
like this and shit.
Yeah. You club them off the tree. Or if they sneak up in your crib, dog, you just grab them like that. Or you can grab them near the water, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, when you take baths at, sometimes they be trying to creep up in the bathroom. That's how it is.
Close the
Yeah.
door.
I mean, I miss
Nah, they have,
eating
like,
rattlesnake
spaces.
tacos.
The way it's built out there. Some bathrooms, stuff like that.
God
They
damn.
have certain
Dude.
spaces, like the roofs and whatever,
Dude,
yeah.
I
So,
miss
Say,
having
kiss them
rattlesnake,
joints.
man.
so you have joints, yeah, they be like this big, man. They be like this
I
big.
know.
And you just, without the tail, you just pop. And they come out. And then you just... Then you skin them, you cook them, dog. You cut them, break them,
Hell
skin
no.
them,
I
cook
should have
'em.
taken a photo of the rattlesnake tacos out in West Texas, man.
Tastes like chicken, man.
Yep.
Facts.
Rattlesnake
Crazy.
tacos. Yes. That's
Guana
why
tastes like chicken.
I proudly support that.
Is because of the lean. Is the lean meat? That's what it is. Because it's lean. So they work those muscles. So it's like that. Same thing with rabbit.
Y'all hard. I'm too urban. I can't do it. I'm too urban. I'm a dying in the
What,
apocalypse.
Man, I
rattlesnake?
tell you,
I'm
it
dying
sounds
in the
crazy, but when you
apocalypse,
try it,
I'm
you're gonna be
dying
like,
in the
"Yo, this is
apocalypse.
different."
I'm dying in the apocalypse. If it ain't
This
beef,
is this.
chicken, turkey, some fish, it's over for me.
Nah, you be good,
You
man.
be a vegetarian.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
shit.
That's what I'm trying to do, man. I told Brian before, I'm trying to get gator, man. I'm trying to get my hands on some gator for real.
Go to New Orleans. They got plenty of it.
Dude, I tried getting TJ to eat some. I was like, yeah, man, let's go to this Cajun restaurant. He's like, man, I ain't eat no gator.
You don't get hell no. I'm with
What,
him.
man, come on. I was like, dude, you gotta try it once. Quit being judgmental.
I ain't eating no gator. That's how you look too, didn't it? That's
Yeah. He's like, I ain't doing no good. He's like, I ain't doing it, man.
And tell him I said so too. He looked just like this.
Yeah, where's that picture at?
Oh my god, man! Now you know gator.
Yeah,
man. Yo, because people
there
be
he is,
eating
right
all
there.
types of crazy.
That's the
TJ.
picture I'm talking about. Yeah, he got that damn pot belly on pork.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah, there you go. TJ in Texas.
He got the Jim Jones shorts with the Cameron sandals.
I know, man. He said that, man. I try to hide it. He's walling out.
Tell him I said
The Jim
so.
George shorts with the Cameron sandals. Oh god.
Oh my god.
That fool sound like DMX. I ain't forget him. I told him he like the dad on 227 with that damn mustache.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, he and I were talking the other day. And he was saying that he was gonna have to push back his visit to come back like till January. I said that's cool. And he's like, yeah, man, we can go where the honey's at. I'm like, oh, I know a spot. That's still the deal.
Oh,
He
yeah, he
wants to
did
move
say
to Houston.
that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
I know a spot. That's really gonna like. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm moving to Houston.
Tell him I said get a fade first. Start walking around looking like Mad Dog with good times.
Man, Brian gonna set him up with that hotel again. Brian
I
gonna
was
set him
thinking
up with that hotel again.
That yo. Dude,
Brian said he set him up with the hotel.
He did not. No. He did not plan the hotel. I said, "Where's your hotel at?" He goes, "Well, I didn't book it." And I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "Well, I don't have room at where I'm staying at." And then so we're like looking around online, and then we went to this one extended stay. She said it was sold out, like they're full capacity and everything. And so he hops back in, and we go to another hotel. He's like, nah, man. It's like, he goes, I ain't paying no $120 a night. I'm like, all right. So we looked around. I'm like, well, there's a Oyo. And then I was like, it's right here in the Galleria. The Galleria is like the upper echelon of places. So I was like, all right, let's go. And then,
Word.
and
He
then
ain't
he
booked
said
no
like,
hotel.
he
Oh
didn't book the
shoot.
He
hotel.
expect to stay
But
with you? What y'all gonna do? Share the bunk? What the fuck?
Yo,
I
you gotta
told him,
sleep on the couch, bro.
I was like, we already got somebody in the guest room. We already got somebody in the guest room.
Word. So you
So
you
then,
gotta sleep. You
but
gotta
yeah,
sleep.
but I told him, I was like, yeah, next time I get I was like, I found a better Oyo. And he's like, fuck you, Brian. Trying to get me killed out here.
Facts, yo. Facts. Man was petrified. Yo, telling you,
But
man.
man,
I want to take some of these
the
trips.
place we went to go get dinner though, like I took him to like this like South American grill. Man,
Yeah, you
I'm not.
said grill. That's enough right there. You said grill. That's enough right there.
I
Right.
introduced it. Yeah, I introduced it to a lot of different stuff. He was like, man, and then our bartender.
Tell you, man.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
yeah. The bartender we had, she made great drinks. I mean, she was great all around. Great personality, everything. And TJ's like, yeah, I'm from Chicago. I was like, all right.
I remember my homeboy's birthday like a
But
few years ago. We went to the club. I ended up dancing with the waitress, yo. That lady
Word.
was bad, man.
Word.
I'm telling you, you gotta
Word.
stop.
No, I'm not. That's how you look.
but I mean, like
Yo, we was
I took
gone. We
him.
was gone beyond belief, man.
Yeah, I took him to the bar that I normally go to, and
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, man, and I was like, yeah, introduce him. I introduced him to an old fashioned. He never had one. We're smoking cigars outside on the patio.
See, that's fire. That's fire. The
Yeah,
old fashioned, old school
You said he
drinks. That's what
enjoyed
we
his
gotta get
time down
into.
there with you though, for real. You said he enjoyed
Enjoy.
yeah,
himself.
Yeah.
He wanted to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
You gotta
I was just
explore,
showing.
man. You gotta do
I was
things
just
different. That's what.
yeah, but it's just he was only there for like one night, so it's just like, all right, well,
Yeah.
I'll just do what I can.
That's dope.
I mean, like the Buckies though. I mean, at least he tried the boudin.
Facts.
Yeah, we
He
got
did try
Bucky's here.
that.
Bucky's ain't no joke. God damn, that place ain't no joke.
See, JoJo wants to down now.
Yeah. Trying to get some boudin. Trying to get some boudin.
I
You're
know,
gonna be over
dude.
there chilling with Brian and boudin. Boudin with
Dude,
Brian.
I mean, I'll take you to that cafe where I took that photo of that Catfish Appaloosa because you're like, good Lord Almighty.
Yeah, yo, that place was fire, yo.
It was Cajun dirty rice with crawfish etouffee topped off with fried catfish on top.
Come on, man. Come
Damn.
on, man. Gotta do the boosie. Come on, man.
Right.
That's fire, man. Come
Yeah, I
on.
know,
Good
like,
food, yo.
JoJo was all for it, and TJ's like, man, that's too much.
That's a lot of damn food.
I was with it, yo. I was with it. That's good food, man.
I'm gonna
Can't
call it
miss
a
up
night,
on good
fellas. I gotta get up in
opportunities
the
and good
morning. It's
food.
damn near midnight.
All right, fellas.
I had fun. We gotta do this again.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
If
Facts,
everything
yo.
go right, I said we make Survivor Series Sunday night.
So,
What y'all think?
Yeah.
all right.
I
Oh,
don't know
that's
how they're
cool.
gonna broadcast because
So,
we're missing
Ted,
the verses right now. They say Shaka Khan drunk.
uh-oh.
Get out of here.
My daughter came
Yeah,
on
Shaka
stage.
Khan got her verses today, right?
Yeah, it's
I
on
peeped
Stephanie
it a
Mills.
little bit.
Stephanie Mills killing. They said Shaka through. Her daughter came out there and everybody cracking.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's why
Oh
I was sitting here trying to
no.
watch a little bit of. Since her daughter came out there trying to sing like her, got her chest all out and everything. My homegirl said
Oh
her
my
feet look like
God.
concrete.
Wow. Wow.
Yo, I don't have to travel to the city tomorrow. I'm just
Oh yeah, you
too
live it.
happy.
You live it.
Yo, I'm too
Yeah.
happy.
You live it.
Yeah.
The traffic is insane. That's why I live in the suburbs and the outskirts.
I
Down here in
live
the
in
middle,
the
you know what I'm saying?
I live in the outskirts of Houston. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, I heard about Houston traffic. Oh hell no. Oh hell.
yeah, too much road construction because like we go from 3 lanes to 4 lanes and 4 lanes to 5 lanes. Now we're like 6 lane highways
Yeah, but
Wow.
I'm saying y'all still got half of New Orleans in that motherfucker too.
and
Oh
and
shit,
other people from
facts.
other states and other
And
countries.
countries. I know, right?
Because
Yes.
they're all
Yes.
involved. They're all involved in like oil and gas and petroleum.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean we have all the big companies on here. We have Schlumberger, Marathon Oil, Chevron, Shell, all the
Right.
petroleum companies. But
Oh yeah, Shaka was Shaka had
so
himself a
Ted,
good night.
which state caught your eye?
Hang on. I was looking at right at the top, the Wagyu ribeye.
Telling you. Them ribeyes are fire, man. And when you get taste that cap, the rib cap, man.
Man, I'm telling you, it's hard to
Good
go back to a
Ian's right
regular
there.
steak after having A5, man.
You know what I want? I want a Wagyu cheesesteak, man.
I just
Get
had
a
a cheesesteak
ribeye,
and
just
wings.
slice
Now that you
that
mention
thin.
it, I just
Really
had
cook that
cheesesteak and
for a
wings.
couple seconds. That's for a couple seconds, and then just throw that on.
And the thing about it is like I mean it has like a good fat content. All you gotta do is just no salt at all or very little
Mm-hmm.
salt, and then
Mm-hmm.
just crack a lot
Yeah.
of black pepper on it and just grill it medium rare. Oh my
Right.
god,
Well done.
Yeah.
Tony, we're not gonna go through this again.
Well
Nah,
done.
you can't well done Wagyu, man. You can't do
Well
that.
done.
No,
Well
You
done.
can't do
that's an
that.
insult.
You gotta see the
You're
pink.
gonna kill the steak. You're gonna kill
You
the
gotta
steak.
see the
Always-
pink.
Yeah, always gotta have the pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's just you can't. I mean you just gotta like just season it and do not touch it. Like
Mhm.
do
Yeah.
not
Just
add
let it
anything
sit
to
there,
it.
man.
Do not add anything to it.
Word. And if you're one of those type of people, you could cut that fat and just save it for cooking later.
Oh, dude,
Season.
I mean, yeah, we rendered it down, and
Yeah.
Kenny used it when we smoked the brisket. He rendered it down, and then he drizzled over while it was in the plateau stage of the
Right.
brisket, because for a certain amount of time, like the brisket was stalled. They call it the stall, and he took it out, drizzled the Wagyu fat on top of the brisket, and then we wrapped it up in butcher paper. We put it back in the smoker and smoked it for another 3 hours, and then we let it rest for an hour.
Jesus Lord.
Man,
Right.
it was glorious.
I can only
And we
imagine,
still have leftover Wagyu fat in the freezer that we have to render down.
Number
You
seasoning.
just throw those things with some vegetables, dog. That's it, man.
Yeah.
That thing will alter your Brussels sprouts. Yo, with your broccoli. Yo, craziness, yo.
Now I can see Ted be like, all right, go on YouTube, Wagyu steaks, and you see everybody how they
That's
cook it,
all
how
you
they
gotta
grill
do.
it.
Just look at that, man. Oh my god. Trying to get some tomahawks, yo. We out here trying to get tomahawks.
Oh yeah.
We try to
I'm gonna
play.
get down,
We try
man.
to play.
I'm gonna go sleep.
Try to
Fellas,
play.
it's been a ball.
All right,
Alright,
What's
bro.
man.
going on up here? I gotta
We'll
sit
shut this
there.
thing down.
I know I'm going, man. I know y'all can stay up on that. I gotta get up. This.
2-inch,
Look at that.
2-inch prime right
Jeez.
there. 2-inch prime.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Come to Texas.
You ain't right, fellas. It's been fun.
Definitely.
I'm gonna holler at
Yo,
y'all.
I'll talk with y'all tomorrow, all right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Peace.
man.
All
Appreciate
right,
being
peace.
here, man. Good seeing y'all.